Today's guest is a barber turned criminal turned entrepreneur, and he was kind of keeping all those plates turning at the same time. He's a YouTube personality. He's an entertainer. He's fascinating to me, and I'm really grateful to have him in here today to learn more about him and to spend some time. Mr. Jeff Wittek.
For me to set that parking brake and let myself unwind. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song I will sing it just for you. I've been moving way too fast on the rubber.
What kind of fitness do you like to do, honestly?
I do it all. I do a little bit of everything. I'll just make something up. I'll fucking run through this wall right now. Looks like a pretty sturdy wall. Test it out.
Yeah, I bet it would take you probably 70 reps.
To blast through that wall?
Yeah.
I would give it one shot and I'd give up after that if I didn't make it through.
Oh, so you're not doing it for fitness. You're doing it for more acclaim almost, or like conquering.
Yeah, training for life. You
Yeah.
never know what's going to come at you, you know?
Oh, dude, definitely, dude. You never know if anybody's going to show up and they're just going to be covered in drywall and you got to defeat them. You know, it could happen, man. You never know when you got to fist fight a contractor, dog, and he wants to pull out all the stops.
That's right. You got to be prepared for drywall.
Oh, you never know, man. And drywall's a gateway drug, man. I've always said that. If somebody's doing drywall, it's not long till they're doing pills usually, or something, some kind of uppers. You ever notice that over time?
I mean, I don't think I'd have a problem with it. You know, I'm clean now. The only thing I mess with is sparkling water.
Yeah?
Sparkling water and drywall. Yeah.
There you go.
Cool if I pop open this liquid death.
Crack it open, man. Let's die together. Oh, yeah. Feels good, huh?
Yeah, cheers, brother.
Cheers, man. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, too. I've seen your work. Big fan. I've seen your stand-up. I saw that one time you did stand-up on mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. That was Joey Diaz started all of that. Because that's the thing about Joey Diaz. He's almost like if they had a construction worker video game.
Yeah.
And you had to get to the end and fight the big boss that's got all the drugs, all the drywall,
Yeah, he's
all the good plumbing, all the everything, tremendous.
he's an interesting character, man. He reminds me a lot of guys from my hometown because I grew up over there in New York, New Jersey
yeah.
area. So I'm used to guys like that coming in the barber shop and just fucking batshit crazy.
Some real legends, I bet. I bet you've met a lot of, and I'm sitting here with Jeff Wittek.
Yeah.
And so our audience knows, and he is a YouTube personality, entertainer. I would say kind of an artist, kind of I'm trying to think of how I see you.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like I'm in the same realm as you, but like I feel like I'm the same age as you too. Sometimes I just wake up and I feel like I'm fucking. Not saying that you're that much older than me.
Yeah, but you feel older.
I feel older. Yeah, I feel like I'm fucking 1,000 years old sometimes.
Do you?
Like this week has just been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
You know?
What is it like? You feel it like in your spirit, or do you feel it like in your body? You mean, or like in your emotions? Like what do
I
you
feel like I've lived like 1,000 different lives.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a great thing I would say about you. Yes, you seem like you lived 1,000 lives, man. You see, there's like, I feel like there's a lot of different facets that people could learn about you, and like obviously you barb.
Yeah, I was a barber for years, working in a barber shop. That's where-
In New Jersey, were you, or New York?
Staten Island. So it's kind of like a little
The
bit
New
of,
Jersey of New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's one of the 5 boroughs, but it gets left out, it gets left behind, and it kind of looks like New Jersey. So,
God, dude, I always wanted to be from New Jersey, man.
oh yeah,
Yeah, because it's kind of like New Orleans, but in the Northeast, I think.
yeah,
And people talk a little bit the same sometimes, like where you at, kind of like, because you like people from New Orleans, a lot of time their accent, especially women, kind of thicker women, their accent will get mistaken for New Jersey.
just real lazy, just lazy the way you pronounce your us.
Yeah,
You know,
where you at,
have a
darling?
coffee or water.
Darling, yeah. And it just seems there's so many great movies kind of made about that area where you get to see, like, I think there's a lot of romanticizing, it feels like, coming up in that area. Like a lot of, does it feel like that?
Not for me. No, I wanted to get the hell out of there the second I was old enough to leave. I left at 18. I moved down to Miami Beach, and that's where the romanticizing started for me. But I was drunk all those years. I don't remember any of it.
Oh, you drank a lot coming up,
I used to drink
huh?
heavily, yeah. And
Really?
I really like your stuff. I like how you mix in the sobriety talk, and you talk about your own stuff. You're very vulnerable. Yeah,
Thanks,
because when I got into this game, I was like, I'm just going to fuck around and make funny videos.
Yeah.
And I never thought to myself, like, I would be getting vulnerable. I talked to your producer, and he said that he watched the documentary, so he'd seen me cry already, so it's odd to meet a man that's a stranger.
Yeah.
And he had already seen me cry. So I'm still getting used to stuff like that. But seeing you do it, it's cool. It gives me hope, like something to look forward to in the future,
Thanks, man. Well, it's nice of you to say that. I mean, I think you seem like a really sincere guy. Were you always that way, or are you finding now? Because it seems like, here's what it seemed like to me when I watch your stuff, that you've done kind of everything. It seems like you're this being, you're almost like this attack barber. That's what I felt like a little bit, not in a bad way.
Have
but
you
like,
seen the barbershop show, or do you
Yes.
watch the podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
But I saw, what did I see? I saw the one vlog too about this, like your history of your life that kind of like sums up. It's just like a little bit of everything.
Oh, okay. So
which
you
is
got
really
good...
cute seeing your parents. But I was trying to piece together, okay, who is this guy? What is his, it seemed like you've done everything, or you've wanted to do everything.
Yeah, I wake up some days I don't even know. I'm like, what am I doing all this for?
Yeah.
Because now I'm doing so much. I'm doing 2 different shows. I see you do a lot of shows too, but I'm sure you probably go through it too. You wake up some days and you're just like, fuck, what am I going to talk about today?
Oh, dude. Yeah, the past 100 episodes, I feel like,
Yeah.
has really been like that. Like sometimes I don't know, and then I don't know what people want to hear anymore. And I feel like I used to be kind of connected to that. Like I was in this pocket, and then the pocket just, I don't know. It got either the pocket disappeared or I disappeared or something. The connection wasn't there sometimes.
Yeah, but you can't stop because these people look to you for more than just, some laughs.
Yeah.
You keep these people going. I'm sure you've got people sober, that are relying on you now.
Yeah, I think there's probably some people that are definitely fired. They're excited, that you're in the fight
But also
too.
you mix in, are you sober? Are you, because you...
Well, I'm mixing in all kinds of stuff. So right now, I'm on my 4-step.
Are you just going to AA meetings for fun?
No, I
Just
got like 70
try out
something.
to try out a set.
I got like 70 something days. I'm doing a 4-step right now.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at. I fell off. Let me see, a couple months ago, and I tried ketamine therapy. I tried that.
Okay.
To see, just to help me with just stuff from growing up or just whatever, to try it out. Because I was off the wagon. I was like, might as well try this ketamine therapy while I'm out here.
You don't tell them that in AA, right?
No, I'll tell like my sponsors or whoever asks. But I try to always go to meetings, so I'm not like falling out of like the practice of it.
I've never had a canned flat water. That's kind of new to me. I'm used to sparkling in the can.
Really?
But that's nice. You ever see those boxes of water? It's like a milk carton.
Yeah, it makes me sad.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it's like a
nice for
funeral.
the-
It's like a coffin for water.
Yeah. It's nice for the environment. It's cool. I can respect that, but just you feel like you taste like a little lingering of milk. Like it used to be used as a milk carton, and now they just put water in it.
Yeah, it seemed a little repurposed.
Slap a label on it, put Will Smith's son as the face of it or something like that, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
But Liquid Death I could get behind. This is a sparkling one, right? You brought this one out for me?
Yeah, that
Appreciate it. I'm going to crack this one.
Nick got you that one. Get that
No
open.
disrespect.
No, put it right into your veins, dude.
This just got me. This is what got me off the booze right here.
Really?
I'll have 17 of these a day, like LaCroix I've been drinking, but fuck LaCroix because I've been trying to get sponsored by them.
Mm-hmm. And they won't do it?
No bite. I hit them up. They hit me right back in a day.
Liquid Death?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, they're ready, dude. They're ready. They're going to die with podcasting, man. They're like, we're going to spend all of our money on podcasting and go out.
That's the way to do it.
like a
Who's
champ.
watching TV? What are you going to pay for commercials?
Yeah, I can't imagine that. I mean, the money that goes into commercials and stuff like that is pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Do you have it? Do you have cable?
I don't. I have Hulu. So that is cable, yeah.
I guess, yeah. I don't even have time to watch stuff at this point. You're doing, 3 podcasts a day?
Shit, I wish I'm doing 2 podcasts a week. Actually, I don't wish. I'm okay with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's fine. It's great, man. It's great. That's what I got to remember all the time. Is like, this is a great job. You know, it's fun to be able to think out loud and let people be there sometimes with you to hear you think.
You see a therapist?
Yeah. I got a new woman I'm starting with on Friday. You look like a therapist, dude.
Is it the glasses? You want me to take them off? I can take them off. If that's.
Let me see if you still look like one.
I mean,
Put them back on?
I look like a fucking New York barber, no?
Connor, put the specs back on.
It's crazy what one little fucking detail can change, huh?
Maybe a barber at a library, you know? Come over here in the periodicals and a freaking...
It's your show. Would you rather me like this?
I like them, yeah. Yeah, I like them, man. They look nice, dude.
Man.
So you started off in New Jersey. You were barbering. You got into drugs on the side. It seemed like you were just doing anything. It was.
I mean, everybody got into drugs on the side over in New Jersey. You know?
Yeah. And you guys did wrestling. I know everybody. I know a guy who built a wrestling ring in his backyard.
I didn't do no wrestling.
But everybody loves it in New Jersey. All the kids do.
Like WWE wrestling,
Yeah.
or okay.
People love that. Bon Jovi.
Did you do your research like fucking, was that guy Nardwar?
Huh?
Because if you're going back to my childhood, yeah, like I had wrestlers, but nobody knows that about me. I never shared that online.
Oh, I didn't. I'm not getting this from online. I'm getting this from thousands of people I met from New Jersey. You guys like wrestling? Bon Jovi. Y'all's moms.
Yeah, family.
What else? That's all I know, really.
Meatballs, spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh yeah, all that kind of
fucking
stuff.
little
Good
Parmesan.
feet, good food, things you could pick up with your hand and fucking put in your mouth.
Oh yeah, I eat fucking everything with my hands. I don't
Yeah.
use forks.
People
Fucking
love that, yeah.
Steaks too. I just eat a steak with my hands.
Oh, you got these fucking wrist forks, dog. You're in, bro. But yeah, I think those are things that I just kind of generalize about New Jersey that are pretty safe. Listening to Joey Diaz will give you a good idea about a lot of stuff from New Jersey in that area. New York, but as New York, you know so much from watching movies and stuff. You get such an idea of New York. I think I just wonder, like, what made you, like, what do you think was like the fire inside of you that made you like want to become, or made you already a personality that ended up on YouTube? If you think back on it,
I don't know. I think it's just where life went. You know, like initially I thought, you know, let's move out here and make something in the entertainment business. I didn't know if I wanted to do stand-up and stuff like that because I had a little nerves to do stand-up. And that's why the first thing I saw of yours was when you did stand-up on mushrooms. And I was like, first of all, when I do mushrooms, I want everybody around me to be on mushrooms too. That's how I liked it, because I don't want people on a different wavelength. Not that it's fucking like, see how he just came in here and I'm like, what the fuck's this guy doing over here?
That's like somebody when you're on mushrooms and somebody isn't.
Yeah, that would be an enemy, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, an enemy.
you went up on stage to do stand-up when pretty much they were all enemies until you get a laugh out of them.
Yeah.
You know, so that's fucking ballsy. I saw this guy went up there, he has a mullet, he's fucking on mushrooms. He went out there and said it like, I'm on mushrooms, and you stared death in the face and you were just like, fuck this. I'm gonna fucking kill this shit.
Yeah, that was
So
cool.
I've been a fan, man.
Thanks, bro.
You know, I've been watching you guys' stuff.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was that was exciting,
Does this
man.
bother you that everybody has mullets now?
No, I think the part that not bother me, but like, I think it's awesome, dude. I think it's a confidence piece. I feel like I have a big nose, so it also rounds out my face. It gives me a more heroic style.
Yeah.
If you show up on a horse or even on a fucking bike, like that's painted brown, chicks are like, damn, who the fuck is that? You know?
A bike that's painted brown?
I feel like if you come, like, I feel like it gives me more bravado. Dude, sitting there with a cold ass neck like some little fucking twink that's all
What are you,
coked
an
out
accountant?
on a bus stop. Yeah. Fuck that, feeling the sunrise on your neck.
Yeah.
Like some freaking busted out twink. Dude, I ain't
See,
doing
like
that.
I woke up today, like this whole week I've been in like a little bit of a funk. I haven't been feeling 100%, but having the mullet, you wake up and you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm a goddamn entertainer.
Yes.
You know?
There's something going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I did this cut because I was going to skydiving school. I was going to learn to get certified skydiving. And I was like, I just need a fucking wild haircut just to jump out of the plane and fucking take the pictures and shit.
Because you want the hair in the back.
You want it blowing,
like that.
yeah. A little extra parachute, maybe help with the velocity coming down.
Yeah, baby.
And after that, I just rocked with it because it put me in that mentality. Every time I wake up, I'm like, all right, I'm not a regular guy.
I'm a
I got
skydiver.
I'm a skydiver. I got a goddamn mullet.
Yeah.
I need to entertain. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, what am I going to do?
You know, this is not for me anymore.
Yeah.
This is for the people.
Ah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really start to feel like that over time? Because I wonder, like, the pressures and stuff that whole. And I don't want to put you in like a YouTube world because I kind of
No, it's
separate
all right.
what
Fuck
you
it.
do.
Put you in that world too.
Yeah,
You know,
but you're also a human. But that's where everything ends up at. So, like,
I mean, your YouTube career is probably launching the rest of your careers and keeping you or allowing you to make so much more money and
Yeah.
grow your fan base. So technically, your main income is YouTube right now.
Yeah, I'm a
That's
YouTuber.
fucking cashing you out.
they're not
You know?
paying us that much, but they're a good sipper.
But I'm sure
that.
touring was initially like your, number one
Right.
priority, top pay date, and now it's all this other stuff you're doing on YouTube. So you're a YouTuber too, bro. No
Yeah.
offense. No, I don't take it personal. You know,
Yeah, call me yeah. I guess I am.
Theo Vaughn, the YouTuber.
Damn,
You
I
know?
didn't know it.
You went from having that comedian title to fucking, I'm going to change your Wikipedia. I'm going to get
Yeah,
my fucking
dude.
army of people on it. Theo Vaughn, fucking
Bro,
YouTuber.
my friend Rob knows how to change people's Wikipedias on the spot and make it be that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got to call him up. But I don't
Does
know
he
how
work at
his
Wikipedia?
friend does or something, and he gave him some little cheat code.
Damn, that's nice to have somebody at Wikipedia. You can just put whatever you want up there. I
And
work
Wik-
at SpaceX. Like
Yeah.
I'm a fucking investor in Uber or something. Just
Yeah.
put all types of flexes on there. You never need to buy a watch or
Yeah.
nothing. Just have your Wikipedia stacked.
Yeah, yeah, dude, that's a great call.
Yeah,
If you know somebody at Wikipedia, it's based. You could say you went to all these colleges.
yeah.
You have all this cash.
You
all
do
these
know
kids.
you got Rob. You got Rob over there at Wikipedia.
Yeah, I gotta hit him up.
Tell him
man.
to slap Harvard on my fucking
I
resume.
will, dude. You know what? Let me see what I
Take
can
all
do.
my arrests off. Never been arrested. This guy was squeaky clean. He's got a fucking perfect record.
Let me see what I can do, man. But do you feel like at a certain point, like, does it kind of top out where you guys are doing so many feats and trying to do so much wild stuff? Was there a point you realize I don't have that like there's a level in me that I don't have, like a Steve-O or like
I never had that. I never wanted to do any of that shit. I'm just a team player. I was
Right.
like, I'm with this crew. These are all my friends, and we all collaborate. We work together. It's kind of like what you guys got with like your whole comedian podcasting crew that kind of blew up over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
We had that where we just collaborate, not for money. It's just, we like making videos together and we're able to help each other out. We all work together well because we do it all the time. And, we hit that pandemic where nobody filmed for a while, and my friend wanted to make this big comeback video, and he suggested something, and I was like, fuck it, yeah, what's the hardest one? I'll take that, just to be a fucking team player.
Get in there, yeah.
And then the mullet, and then the fucking, the way you feel after jumping out of a plane 25 times. You just feel like I'm a goddamn superhero.
yeah,
Like
you
how
feel
I came
like-
in your hot, I was going to run through your wall.
Yeah.
I had that, but 25 times
Oh, yeah.
worse,
Yeah.
So then another little fucking thing pops up, and it's like, oh, I'll fucking do that. What's the worst that could happen? I'm not flying out of a plane,
Yeah.
And then, yeah, a year later, your fucking face is smashed up. You do a podcast with another guy with a mullet.
Yeah. This is the downhill of it. This is what we're saying.
No, this is good. I'm saying it in a good
No.
way. You're doing
Yeah.
a podcast with another YouTuber.
I appreciate you coming in, man.
It's an honor. I've
What
been
is
a
it-
big fan.
Well, thanks, man. That's nice of you to say that, dude. And I would love to have you cut my hair sometime.
Yeah, no, I do mullets. I do my own. So
You
it's
do
an
your
easy-
own?
It's an easy cut. Yeah, you could probably do your own, but I would love to get you on my show.
I would love to come on, A. And B, I did my own for years before I had hair like this.
Yeah,
And that I did well. This is harder to manage, I think.
you got no grays in there, nothing, huh?
I got some, man. I dye them out a little bit.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, right in here.
Looks good.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Stress-free life.
Yeah, kind of. I'm just hiding the stress-free behind dye.
Are you? Oh,
yeah, I mean, just on here on the side, yeah. It gets a little dicey.
behind the mask.
Yeah, sometimes I'll put it a little in here. When you're not, so if you're having a week that you feel like kind of bad or down or whatever, do you ever notice where it comes from? Because, I mean, I could tell a little bit on your face when you came in. There was maybe a little bit of just like, not exhaustion, but
That
just
was traffic
something.
and just New York frustration in me.
Still in you?
Yeah, that doesn't go
The
away.
traffic never leaves, huh?
No, I talked to my father, and he's just like, God damn it, he's cursing at the cars on the street, and it's just, I don't know why that bothers us so much,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I came in I was a little off,
No, you're great. Charming, nice, affable. but I just felt like, oh, he seems like maybe just your energy feel like, well, and then when you said also, it's been like kind of a funk week. I think maybe the pieces in your head, in my head, were like, oh, maybe that's what I was thinking about. Here's a question right here from somebody.
Hey Jeff, I'm a huge fan. My name's Mitch. I'm from New Zealand. I was just curious to know, what do you class as being successful? Let me know. Gang, gang.
Gang, baby, damn, that's beautiful. Thank you very much, Jeff from New Zealand.
You want to take that one or should I?
You.
Man, success, I think just maintaining a level of happiness is successful. But I was in the boxing gym earlier, and I was doing sit-ups at the end of my workout, and I looked up, and there was like, you know how they have quotes all over these boxing gyms?
Yeah.
It said, I forget the fucking quote exactly, but it was like, success is consistent effort in over a long period of time or something like that. That's how you get, I guess that's like getting results in like a combat sport or something like that. But I guess that can still translate over into everyday life, you know?
Consistent effort over time?
Yeah. And like we do that with multiple things. Like the hardest part about podcasting is probably staying consistent, just getting in here, getting it done, you know, like doing your workouts, just getting into the gym is the hardest part.
Yeah,
know?
that's a good point.
Going to work, finishing the day without telling your boss to go fuck himself, you know?
Yeah.
Did you find the quote?
That was John Wooden's definition of success. That became pretty famous. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction and knowing you made the effort to become the best you were capable of becoming.
I think that might be the quote. I just butchered it so bad, but I wasn't planning on talking about it, you know?
You Cliff noted it a lot because your thing had 4 words in it. But that's okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but do you feel like so? I sometimes, because sometimes when I wonder about you, I wonder, well, what is there a level of achievement, or what is like a driving force? Because it's something I wonder about myself too.
I just wanted to get a blue check on Instagram, and I was like, I'll be good with that once I get that. You know, maybe that gold plaque on for like the YouTube when you get 1 million subscribers, like that would be like an accomplishment that I'd be like, okay, I made it. Right. But it never goes away. It's never gonna go away. I don't think it ever will. And you too. You know.
Where do you think it comes from, and what do you think that is? That thing. Because that's what's kind of fascinating to me.
Yeah, it's odd, huh? Like, what are we chasing? You know, like, what do you set a goal of money in your bank account that is going to make you happy? And then what?
Money can't be it. There's no way that money's it.
No, because then you just get all the money and then you're like sitting around, what the fuck do I do? I guess I'll just get high on drugs. I'll just do fucking ketamine therapy. Like, I'm not saying that's bad. It might have worked for you, but like, we just always have like, I don't know. I need to stay busy in order to not like fall into the stresses of everyday life.
Yeah.
You know, so money is not it. Because if I reach that goal and then I don't have to work anymore, then I don't know. I don't see that as like success or happiness. I don't know. I think you got to stay pushing for life. Like that whole thing, like do a little bit of everything every day consistently. If it's working out, if it's podcasting, you're working on other shows, or you do jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
So you're building up in that. You're just bettering yourself in a bunch of different things each day. Then if you have a shitty day at jiu-jitsu, maybe you had a good podcast that day. You know, you got something productively.
Right. There you go. That's that's one
consistently.
thing, that doing something that makes you feel some sort of achievement, showing up, like making my bed right when I get up is always a good one for me. It's like, okay, I have one thing done, you know, even if that's the only thing I'll even get done today, everything else I might fuddle through. At least I started off with one thing, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's interesting because I'll look at like a family. Like this morning I went to the smoothie shop and there's a family out there and there's like they're singing a song, Rain Go Away or something, raining for a minute. And they're like, it was like this a man and her husband, or it could have been a lesbian couple, but one of them was real, you know, trying to be a man. And then they had 2 children. They were having like a sweet time. And I was like, oh, that's, you know, whatever, I'm standing here with things bouncing in my head and worrying about this, that's success. Like, I think sometimes you see it in little...
Just having a significant other?
Or having maybe, like, I don't know, it was like some piece of happiness that I witnessed for a minute. These people didn't know that I was looking at them. So I don't know. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, I'm just trying to look at what the idea of success is, you know?
Maybe we got to have kids. You got a dog or anything? Any
I don't. I got a stuffed
any
animal.
responsibilities of other lives?
The stuffed animal's not alive, but it's like it's from a store. I mean, it's good. It's nice.
I got a French bulldog.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he's 15 years old. He's
Oh,
the oldest
wow.
French bulldog. I looked it up yesterday. He's the oldest French bulldog in the world, and he's off the books. I got him under the table, so I don't have any paperwork for him. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
of course
prove,
you did.
I can't get
now,
him.
there you go. That's the most New York shit
I
I've
can't
ever heard.
fucking. I got him when he was 4 years old,
Oh,
and I got
wow.
no papers for him. So maybe I could get him like a plaque if I had his records. I could get him that Guinness plaque, and maybe
Yeah.
that'd be like a fucking accomplishment for him, where he's like, I made it.
I made it.
Maybe he feels that what we're searching for. But since he's
Oh, there he
since he's
is.
got no papers, he's fucking. We can't even get him that plaque.
You'll never get the documentation on. People don't know.
I got to get him a Wikipedia, and then I'll get that fucking documentation. No
He could have
problem.
come over on the. Maybe he came over on one of those ships.
It's insane. I don't do any like special stuff. I feed him regular food from Ralph's. Just I don't do anything special.
Where would he work if he worked? When you look at him and you get to know his personality.
dog?
Yeah. Who does he remind you of? Like a night manager at
He
a
kind of
Hampton Inn,
reminds
or
me of
what?
like who's that guy that just fought the
UPS?
heavyweight in UFC? Derek Lewis.
Oh, really?
He throws those shots
Yeah.
like the big overhand rights.
Yeah.
He kind of does that when he walks around, when he struts around.
Okay.
And he's got that build like that. I think he would be a UFC top contender if he was.
Jesus, bro. That's
His
a,
best years are behind him now because he's 15, but
Right.
he was fucking an athlete when he was young.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did
Now
you
he's
s-
slowing down. but
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
we'll
wow,
get him on
that's
HGH.
interesting.
Can you give dogs HGH? Can you look that up?
It is human growth hormone, so
DGH. We would need a dog growth hormone.
You need something. Yeah, I would think get dog specific. I'm sure you could get him on a upper at least to
I'm
get
sure.
his wind intake stronger.
Look up what Mark Wahlberg's dogs look like or something. Like probably The Rock's dog is probably jacked. He's probably got him on some of that stuff.
Dude, I'd pump him with a little bit of nitrous, not every night, but occasionally.
Nitrous?
Just something.
Like
I mean,
a whippet?
I think if you give him more intake in the air, that's what's going to fuel a dog.
Yeah.
A dog is a small unit. I mean, it's basically a fucking little modem.
Can you do whippets? Are you considered sober? No, right?
I don't think so.
Isn't it just air?
I don't think so. I mean, here's the thing that's interesting about sobriety, man. And I meet some people who will say that they're sober. They've been off of cocaine for. That's like Joey Diaz. I mean, he's sober from cocaine.
I'm
It's
sober
like-
from alcohol. Yeah,
Right.
I say sober all the time, and I smoke weed. If somebody offered me fucking mushrooms or something, I was in the right mood. I might do them, but I say sober just because the only thing I ever had a problem with was alcohol.
Really.
Yeah, I never got into anything. Cocaine, none of that shit. I never really liked it. But I grew up seeing my parents, my dad
They used to
drinking
do
the beer
cocaine?
always. No, they didn't do cocaine.
Just drink?
Not that I know of. They might have been, But yeah, I would always see my dad with a beer every day around fucking like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
He'd pour it in a glass.
Oh,
you know,
romantic.
like that's his happiness.
Yeah.
He didn't have a problem with it, but I think I just have a much more addictive personality. So
Do you?
yeah, for sure. I'll eat a whole bag of sunflower seeds. Fucking, at night I'll destroy a whole, box of candy.
Just heartless, huh?
Yeah, it's bad. That's my problem. That's my problem is candy. That's my new addiction. And LaCroix are fucking liquid deaths now. I need to stop saying that.
What are you doing with the candy? What kind are you doing? Nerd ropes? I mean, what are you doing? Are you doing Twix?
It depends. It depends if I'm smoking weed. If I'm smoking weed, I'd be into all that shit. Nerd ropes, Twizzlers,
Wow.
Skittles, even the sour ones. You fucking wake up in the morning, your mouth is all torn up.
Oh,
You're like, what did I
yeah.
do last night?
We used to do that thing. We would put one in each cheek, a spree in each cheek, and go to sleep.
Oh, that sounds like torture.
And just see if God wanted us to be alive, dude. Yeah, because we didn't know, And my brother and I would do it, and he would fucking take his out. I knew he would, which basically meant at that point, he's seeing if I'm going to die. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy in his head.
Yeah.
That he's going to take his out because I was the younger brother, So I'd sit there, dude, and just wake up and just like orange out of
Are
this
you
side.
the baby of the family?
I got 2 younger sisters, but we don't.
You're the youngest male.
They didn't really count. Yeah, youngest male.
Okay.
And then I got purple out of this side, dude. Just spree, just coming out
Oh,
the
yeah.
side, bro. Yeah.
Looks like you OD'd.
yeah,
Bad.
it did, dude.
It's a
It
horrible
looked like a
prank.
gay vampire that had overdosed, bro. I was not doing real well. We got a question that came in right here for you, Jeff. We got a lot of people really love you, man. A lot of great questions came
I
in.
posted a picture. I tried to share it, but I posted the wrong picture. I guess it was an edit of you. Yeah, I wanted to help you out with these questions because I do stuff like this with my Patreon people, and I
Yeah.
do FaceTimes. I do one-on-one FaceTimes, And those are interesting. Some days when I'm having a bad day, I just talk to them.
Oh, wow.
And that fucking actually changes my whole mood. That's a good one. You should do stuff like that because you got a lot of life experience too. I feel like you kind of have the same thing going on. Like you've lived a bunch of lives. And
Yeah.
So we really got a lot in common. It's not just the hair, you and I.
Yeah.
And the Wikipedia page.
Fascination, yeah.
All right, how's it going, guys?
Whoa, hold on. Okay. Just wanted to be ready for this. That's a lot of voice in a person.
Yeah.
That's
Do
a
you think
lot
he's
of man.
deep in it intentionally?
I don't know. I mean, he's close to those power lines. See, this is a man. You know what I'm saying? I would be probably 200 feet from those power lines to even make my video. This guy is definitely, this guy could probably grow apple. This guy probably's grown apples.
Out of his throat?
If he wants to, I bet, dude. This dude could spit an orchard
He's
if he
got
wants.
a fucking apple tree growing out of his stomach.
Oh, his Adam's apple alone, probably, I bet it's 2 pounds.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Question for both Theo and Jeff. As we know, both of you have dabbled in the dark arts before. So what is your guys' each like motivational factor that led you to change? All right, that's my question. Love you guys both. Sure the cast will be great. Gang, gang, baby.
Hell yeah, bro. Gang,
Good
gang.
question, gang, baby. What you got there, Jeffrey?
Fucking, what was the question again?
What was your motivation? If you
My
dabbled in the dark
motivation?
arts, drugs, alcohol, sexual deviancy.
Well, I was like, I think I was around like 28, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing with my life? I'm kind of half-assing everything. I'm half-assing drug dealing. I'm half-assing social media. It's a kind of a weird career to merge. It's like if I was a rapper and I sold crack before, cool, that's
Yeah.
normal. But like if you're a YouTuber that fucking sold drugs before, it's a little weird to get people to understand. But
Right, I
just
could see
put
it being an
I guess
interesting
if I
mix.
just explain it like that, like I'm like 50 Cent of the fucking YouTube game, you know?
Right, gang, yeah.
I should be dead, but I'm still here.
Yeah.
I sold drugs before. I'm doing this shit now.
Oh, I like it.
But how I got sober, how I fucking got sober of alcohol, I was like, I need to take one of these things serious and give it 100% because you can't half-ass selling weed. You know, you got to collect money. People don't want to fucking send you money if you're acting
Right.
like a clown on the internet. You know, like who is this guy?
Right, I'm not paying
He's
him.
crying in his videos on YouTube. I'm not fucking paying that guy.
Well, I'm
You
never
know?
going to get paid, but yeah.
Do you cry a lot?
I've
Have you
definitely
cried?
probably teared up. Actually, some of it was seasonal.
I think I've actually seen you cry too before.
Some
I
of
guess
it's
it's not
seasonal,
that big
though.
a deal. It's not
This-
that memorable.
that's
Yeah,
me.
That's what I thought.
That's
I
the
posted
video
that
he
one.
posted.
Oh, it is.
I was like, send Theo questions. I'm going on his podcast tomorrow. I had the wrong guy. That's not at all you. Not even is your relative maybe?
I mean,
like your twin brother, long lost evil twin.
In college, dude, minus the tats and a lot of the I have the same shirt.
Is this like a fan or
Honestly,
something? Maybe it's.
this gentleman, I believe, lives in Indiana, and we've communicated.
Oh, this is
on
a real
IG.
person.
This is a real man. Yeah, this is a real adult.
so I just got the wrong guy.
You got the wrong guy. Great guy. I've heard he's a really nice guy, and he's jacked. And if we want, I'm not going to say he has HGH, but if we want HGH,
He's the guy to call.
I bet we could probably
I
squeeze a
believe
pair of
it.
his underpants.
Looks like he has the rocks tattoo over there.
Oh, he
Some
might.
Inspiration. But back to what I was saying, that guy's question. So I had to take it serious. You know, you can't half-ass both things. So I was like, waking up hungover, and then you have to get to filming and stuff like that, and you don't have your confidence that you had at the night before with your 5 asshole friends. And yet I was fucking killing it. I was on fire because I had the confidence of the booze. But then it just it levels out in the morning, and you're fucking down, and now it's time to entertain the masses. You're talking 100,000, million, who knows? And
Yeah, you have a huge channel.
what's more important? Fucking Steve and Kyle and fucking whoever at the bar?
Donnie.
Yeah. Those assholes don't even remember because they were wasted too.
Yeah, and they didn't have anything to do really the next morning, maybe, or whatever. But they didn't have to do this the next morning. That's what I'm saying.
No. So, yeah, you need to be
So you
confident the
tightened
next
up.
day. And look, now that shit fades because sometimes I wake up not feeling confident still to this day, you know?
Okay, so then what's the difference? Because this is interesting for me too, man, even hearing you talk about this, because I can totally relate to that. Like having the confidence the night before, if you've been drinking or out having fun with your buddies, but then suddenly feel, you know, it's just that thing's missing in the morning and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
It's hard to just get it.
Yeah, just go for a good run. Maybe have a black coffee. Go for a good run.
Oh, a good run helps, huh?
Push yourself.
Yeah.
You know, overcome something that's mentally tough. And then, I don't know, maybe you just hit the reset button. But yeah, after you stop drinking for a while, you lose that like, damn, this feels great waking up. fucking sober, you know. But it fades. You got to find new ways to you know, get that feeling of like just freshness in the morning. You're fresh and ready to go. You wake up happy. Maybe you stop jerking off, or you know, no sex. Maybe lay off the candy at night.
Yeah, but then you start to get to the part where it's like, well, what do you have? Do you do anything? You know,
I know
I bought a vape last week and did frickin' half a thing of damn peach pear nerds or you know, space whatever. It's
Oh,
called.
you got one of the ones that you juice up yourself?
Yeah, I didn't even want to, dude. I went in there and I didn't even know what I was doing. And the guy in there the guy looked like both of his parents were weed. Like he was so fucking high, dude. Like if his mom came in, she would have been in a cellophane bag, right?
Damn,
like,
do you smoke cigarettes?
Huh?
Are you addicted to nicotine?
No, but I just needed something to get, and the flavors they're coming out with. You know, I love like banana pudding. I love creme brulee.
Sounds like you're going down
It's a dark road, bro.
Yeah.
So next thing I'm in there, dude, I have like 9 different dessert vapes, dude. I'm leaving out of there with, I mean, it was like a Cheesecake Factory page.
Yeah, that place ain't for you.
Dude,
that place ain't for you.
But yeah, having some kind of a vice, some kind of thing I want. Having to reset myself when I don't feel good, that's the toughest thing to do, I feel like for me. When I'm not feeling good, and it probably has nothing to do with anything external in the world. It's all internal. How do I reset myself to be able to be okay to others, first of all, and then okay to myself and have a productive day? And then I think that probably is some type of a success. If you can figure out whatever that is. For some people, maybe it is you have a family. For some people, maybe it is you do something for someone else, you know.
Yeah.
Go for a run. Sometimes doing a yoga or something. If I can just get over that hump of uncomfort. Sometimes it's just a hill.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, I didn't mean to go off on that. I just love
Maybe
thinking.
go on a fucking $100,000 Hawaiian vacation. You know, maybe
I think that could help.
Maybe that'll fucking help you hit the reset button.
Yeah, that could
you know?
definitely help, man. I've not been on that.
Did we talk about money and happiness?
We just said, I mean, I've you know, I didn't have any money, and then I've made some money. I don't have a ton of money, but I've made some money, and I don't know if do not think it's made me any happier.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking Liquid Death, he's not happy enough.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking
step it up. Here's somebody right here who's obviously unhappy.
Hey, it's Michael McNeil. Never mind. Texas.
This is the happiest guy I've ever
it's
seen in my
Michael
life.
McNeil. I'm from
Don't
Dallas,
judge a book by its
Texas,
cover,
and
huh?
I freaking love
Texas.
you, Theo. You're one of my favorite comedians on the freaking
Oh,
planet.
damn.
Listen to you on the daily. My question
You owe this guy an
is for
apology,
Jeff.
man.
I did.
What was the greatest lesson that you learned being in prison, and how does it translate into your business or your personal life? And Theo, you definitely look like someone who's been to prison and came out with a rough life. So what's your life lesson, Theo? Love you guys. Gang, 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 gang.
Gang, baby. That's a great question, Jeffrey, since you really have the prison experience amongst us. Did you go to federal prison?
No, I was in jail.
Okay.
I put a bunch
You went to
of
Miami
times.
Dade. I saw that.
Miami
you spent
Dade,
Christmas
I was
or
out
New
here.
Year's? What'd you spend?
Yeah. I've been locked up several times, but I never did prison. That's after, once you go over a year, that's
Okay.
prison. So
Okay.
I've only been to jail. But yeah, life lessons that I've learned is fucking don't do stupid shit and go back, because it sucks. It's not like there's not people in there that are interesting to talk to, you know?
Oh,
like
really?
maybe I'd find a gem like you and I'd hang out and we'd fucking hit it off, you know?
Yeah,
But
thanks.
That's rare that you
Yeah.
get that, because it's not smart people that get arrested. And
Wow.
my bunkie was in there for murder, and when I asked him, finally I worked up the courage to ask him what he was in there for. He was like, I shot at somebody and it hit him in the head. And I'm like, you fucking shot a guy in the head.
Unique way to say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
like
But I guess
like
it
it was the
for, like-
guy's fault.
Yeah, but like it was the guy's fault. Fuck, I guess it's like if you're doing like gangster shit and you're just shooting at fucking, like you're not actually, maybe he wasn't intending to kill the guy.
Right.
Maybe he was just trying to scare him, you know, and he I guess that's how he was trying to phrase it, or maybe that's how he lives it himself and convinces himself. But
how dumb you have to be to shoot aimlessly. At least if you're smart, you're gonna shoot where you want to shoot.
yeah.
So then it's like, oh, I'm gonna shoot him in the leg so he doesn't die.
Yeah.
And I still get to be a shooter.
Yeah.
You know, whereas
Yeah.
I'm just going to shoot anywhere and see what happens. You're going to leave it up to the luck of the bullets.
Yeah,
That's insane.
Maybe he needs to. I don't know. He obviously
You need specificity.
he obviously wasn't the smartest guy, which is my point. There's not much you can learn in there. You know, it's very political. It doesn't really make much sense. You know, the inmates give each other a bunch of rules, and if you break them, then you're getting beat up by your own people. And I don't
Was
know.
it scary?
Yeah, it's of course, yeah, but you know, I'm sure you get used to it over time. You know,
Were you angry at like the system? Were you angry at yourself? Like at that
more
point in your
self. Like I fucking got arrested for the dumbest shit. It's never something planned. You know, it's usually something that you just slip up. You know,
life? Yeah.
it's not even like I've done way worse shit that I haven't got in trouble for. Never like hurt anybody and nothing
Yeah.
violent, but like, yeah. So it's just guilt. Feel dumb, and then like the only thing you can really do is read like a Bible or go to church. They have like a church on Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that God will find you in jail.
Yeah.
You know, and even the pastor, priest, or whatever, he's like telling you like you were put here for a reason, and like that'll really like get you because you're like, I'm here. I was here, put here for a reason. Maybe it is to find God.
Yeah.
That's why everybody leaves.
Lord it
prison.
up. Oh, yeah. And did you find did you have a couple weeks where you were like where you really got into the Lord Club kind of?
Well, I was raised
I believe in
Catholic.
God, so
Yeah, I believe in God too. Yeah. I don't know what exact religion fits me perfectly right now at this moment because like the Catholic Church did all that stuff with the kids and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't want to get into stuff like that. But yeah, I believe in God.
well, humans falter so much trying to because you're trying to share you're trying to share the message of something that's it's a lot of pressure for anybody to put. It's a lot of pressure to put on humans to convey, I feel like, the ability and the truth of what a God is. I feel like it doesn't seem like on a human, like no matter if they're the priest or the bishop or whatever, it's like that's a lot of fucking pressure that this dude's gonna be the filter for that kind of shit. You know?
Yeah.
So you mask that, you know, you take that kind of like that. I think a lot of those guys get a lot of power hungry, power happy. A lot of them are on jets now and stuff, dude. Wearing like
Oh, have you seen Righteous Gemstones on
Yeah.
HBO? I love that show.
God, I wanted to be on there.
That's actually the inspiration behind the mullet. Kenny Powers, not in that show,
Yeah.
but Eastbound and Down.
Oh, of course.
For me to get the moment, I was like, "Fucking, I'm jumping out of these
Of course,
planes. I'm gonna
dude.
fucking."
Northeastbound and up, dude. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Jeff Wittek, Northeast.
Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah.
just like I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying where you're from, but
I'm just, yeah, I want to be on the same wavelength as you, Theo. Your brain, you got an interesting brain. You're one of a kind. You have a specific style in your comedy that I don't know who you are even close to, who I could compare you to. You know,
thanks, man.
you know what I'm saying, right?
Well, I think you have a real ability, man, that people love you for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Did you switch out producers? Because I watched a podcast episode. I thought you had like a small Asian boy or was helping you out. for a
In
bit.
Nashville, we have a fella.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
And
named
you're still with
Riley.
him?
He's he's still around. He does a lot of stuff with the church. He's with the church, and so it's hard to get a hold of him. You know, he does outings, Boy Scouts. He's in a
Oh yeah,
he's a man
How old
that's
is he?
still doing Boy Scouts.
How
so
old is he?
he's 20, I think. 20.
I got a bunch of 20-year-olds working for me, setting up my shit, and they're all fucking idiots. They have no credentials to be doing any of this stuff, but I love them. They make me happy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if you have all this fucking gear and stuff. If you just make me happy, you just got to be in a good mood to film sometimes. You know, like this
Yeah.
guy. When I first came in here and saw him, he got me right out of it. You know.
Yeah, he
It's
loves
sort
you.
of-
Nick's a big fan of yours.
Thank you, Nick. Big fan of yours too. Thank you for setting this up. But,
Yeah, Nick's done a great job, man. He's helped this podcast so much over the years.
But yeah, having a fucking bunch of 20-year-olds, you know,
that energy is fun because they're just
Yeah.
like it's
smoking,
so funny
they
looking
smoke
back.
vapes
Yeah,
and stuff. They say no cap all the time. I'm
Yeah.
like, stop saying that fucking shit around here.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all wearing chains and like getting the baby tattoos and shit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, they
fucking
talk
pretty
about
hype.
the little Uzi Vert and stuff like that. They keep me young, but also, you know, now I might. What if there's a draft? We might lose them all. You know, I'm having no team. They'll rope
Dude,
up all my
if-
20-year-old
Can
guys.
you even imagine if there's a draft, dude? We're gonna be basically it's gonna be a bunch of people hiding with vapes on the front line. That's exactly who it's
The
gonna be,
20-year-olds
bro.
now? Damn, we're fucked now.
They're all gonna be doing those like looted fucking TikToks and shit. They're gonna be
Those are viral TikToks
Bro.
at war in Afghanistan.
I haven't seen those yet.
Those new ones. You haven't seen the ones of the guy, everyone hanging on the plane.
I've seen some of that yesterday, yes, but I haven't seen
That shit doesn't drive you fucking nuts. Like, we're over here talking about, it's tough to get in here to do a podcast once a week, and these guys are hanging on the sides of planes because their lives are so shit.
Right, but it's like it does. But then it's like, if it weren't for social media and stuff, I wouldn't know about that. Which is, or some of it I wouldn't see, and it's okay. It doesn't mean that I don't want to know about it. But it's interesting the amount of stuff we know about now. I don't know if we can handle it as humans. I don't know if we're built to handle all of this stuff. It's like somebody, you know. Because then what can you or I do? We could donate. We could join the service if we get drafted.
Yeah.
We could help an Afghan friend or something.
I think joining the service is the only like actual thing that we could do, really. Like posting something on your social media. Yeah, you're bringing awareness to it. And
But there's enough awareness, bro. There's so much awareness. We don't need any more awareness. I know people is dumb. I know people is starving. I know people are doing rapes. I know people are unhappy. I know people are mentally unwell. I live inside of one.
I know people that shot people in the head.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, dude.
You know?
Even though it was a guy who moved his head into the bullet's fall.
Yeah, fuck.
But
man.
the awareness, it's too much.
Yeah, we don't need any more awareness.
I'm so aware, bro, that it's like.
But it's money for people because it's clicks. You know, we need clicks. We need to fucking get some clicks on this. You pro-vax or anti?
Huh?
I mean, we got to get into some. Let's talk Taliban. Let's talk fucking Building 7.
We'll go
get into real shit. Let's get some. Let's get this going.
If you don't believe in Tower
Building
7.
7?
Oh, yeah, if you don't believe in Tower 7, I don't even know who
Inside
you are,
job?
bro. Huh?
It was an inside job.
I mean, look, there's a guy running out with an IJ tattoo on his wrist. You can see it, bro. They found it in a video.
My mom was in. She was in the tower. She was in the first tower.
Really?
To
I know
hit.
she was a secretary. I
She
saw in
got
your
out.
video.
Yeah, but she doesn't think it's an inside job. I'm always trying to get her. I'm like having the kids and my 20-year-old employees. They'll call her and they'll be like, "We believe it was aliens that flew the planes in." And my mom's like, "What are these guys smoking that are working for you?" Aliens flew the fucking planes into the towers.
She's
It's
like,
like a new
get a
conspiracy.
job. Yeah.
yeah. She thinks everything I do is fucking like I don't know. She watches all my stuff. So
Oh, of course, man. My
she
mom
gets
does too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it makes them feel like closer to you, or I don't know. I'm sure my mom has gotten to know me way better through my podcast than ever as a
100%.
human.
I never talked about drug use in front of my parents. Any vulnerable shit, nothing. Even that stuff I said about, I might get yelled at because it's saying I'm not Catholic technically anymore. I might get whacked when I, leave here. My mom might be waiting in the parking lot. They're driving across country right now. They got an
Really?
RV. They're retired. So
They're coming to see you?
Yeah. Yeah, they're driving across the country. They're stopping at some campgrounds and stuff like that.
Do they stay at like KOA and stuff like that?
I don't know what that is.
It's like it's like a safe enough.
Is that like a trailer
campground.
park term?
Yeah, KOA is like they got clean bathrooms. Sometimes they have like a little group center in the middle. Where
Oh,
you
there
can
we
get a little
go.
coffee.
Yeah, I think they're doing stuff like this. I was out in Malibu shooting some stuff, and I found a campsite that was on the water, and I sent a video to my dad, and he was like, "That is expensive shit. Like I'm gonna find like a piece of shit lot for fucking $20." Yeah, he was pissed off. He just gets pissed. I'm just sending him a video,
Yeah.
Like, look at this nice campground. He gets mad.
Do you think getting mad is like a New Yorker's it's a natural first reaction? It's like saying hello a little bit or something.
It wouldn't be normal if he was like, "Oh, that's really nice. I would love to visit." I'd be like, "What the fuck, Dad? Would you fucking turn gay or something?"
Yeah, what's going on, Pop? You gay or what? You got something to tell me and Mom? Huh? Let me get Grandma on the line.
Oh, shit.
Grandma's dead. We'll get a Ouija board. She
Yeah.
needs to hear this. Yeah. What about this right here? What do you think about this, man? This just happened.
Look at that body on the picture.
Oh,
Baseball players' physiques are so funny to me, because they're athletes, they're pro athletes, but they don't have to be like ripped or like UFC fighters. You have to use every pound on your body.
That's
as
a
like
good point.
muscle, These guys don't give a fuck. They're out doing blow and fucking eating fried chicken, and then they get up the next day and just throw a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. That's really all you got to worry about. It's just this thing, making sure this is good.
That might be you might be talking about the White Sox specifically, but there are a lot of good. I think I think some guys, every now and then you get that still kind of thick guy out there.
Now what do you do
No,
with
that guy's
Shohei
got some beef on him.
Oh yeah, he does. You're
Ohtani?
right.
He got a belly.
Be very, very careful. Well, folks,
I think I missed the
Shohei
whole point of this video. So he said something racist to him.
Yeah, that was actually this
was
was
it.
this was actually him. He did a little Asian accent.
Now what do you do with Shohei
This is
Ohtani?
the see, like we can't change this. You know, we have no power over this. There's nothing we can do about this, right?
Yeah, we can't change this at all.
We're spreading awareness right now.
That's all we're doing.
Did you see that video of the girl getting her hand bit by the alligator?
I haven't.
Can you look that up?
Yeah, do we want to play this one?
Yeah, let's just get through this. What do you think about this, man? Did you hear the guy? He said
He's about to do the accent, and then they cut to after his suspension when he returned, and he apologizes to the Shohei Ohtani.
Now what do you do with Shohei Ohtani?
be very, very careful.
Oh, the announcer did it.
Yeah.
you didn't even notice it the first time.
I didn't even notice it. No.
Danger, man.
Damn, you got to know your fucking place.
He got
That's-
suspended too for it, and here's his apology.
Well, folks, Shohei Ohtani has come to the plate, and it's been brought to my attention, and I sincerely apologize if I offended anybody, especially anybody in the Asian community, for what I said about pitching and being careful.
You just started a world war, bro. That's
Shohei
America's
Ohtani.
favorite pastime.
I
We're
did
putting
not-
Chinese racism in there. That's fucking terrible. I thought it was the players going at it back and forth, and I'm like, this is just shit talk. At first, I wasn't paying attention really. I was thinking about that alligator video with the girl and her hand getting caught
You
in there.
would be, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's terrible.
Yeah. Do you think it's terrible that the guy did it?
You got to know your spot. You're an announcer, you know. Like
Yeah,
I'm scared to
very
do live
careful.
podcasts because I might slip up. I don't give a fuck about what I say sometimes, and there's like no filter, so I won't do live sometimes. But this guy knows you're live, and you don't have a crew of 20-year-olds that are going to edit this after, you know.
Be that.
I got the story wrong. That was the same game, his next at bat, and today he has been suspended indefinitely. Jack Morris, the announcer, even after his apology on air.
I feel like you let the man have an apology. Maybe you suspend him a game, but I don't think it goes any further than that. It didn't. I feel like you can blatantly hear from his intention that he didn't mean anything. Maybe somebody he knows who's Japanese has always said that in his life or something. Sometimes you could have things stuck in your head that come out.
Yeah, I don't know. Like baseball commentary, it's like maybe that's not for you. Maybe you wanted to be a comedian. If you're trying to make jokes and get laughs, maybe you should be trying that out of the Laugh Factory, you know? Not on a fucking baseball game.
Yeah, but what do you think? Do you think his intention? That's what I wonder. What was his intention?
Trying to get laughs. I
The
guess.
guy's also maybe 70 years old. Do we know how old he is?
Just out of touch.
Yeah,
You know?
probably.
He needs some fucking woke kids around him to teach him you can't be doing that shit. This is 2021.
He needs some kids to teach him that aliens are what those kids tell your parents.
Did Building 7.
Yeah, the aliens did Building 7. So you need to watch your fucking Japanese accent, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, we got bigger fish to
You're
fry, dude.
representing like our country here.
Dude, it's crazy. We can get China's flu, but we can't do an accent of them for 2 seconds on a freaking baseball game.
They don't fuck around. They don't have YouTube, Instagram, none of the shit we have. They ban everything.
Except they do have TikTok, though, man.
Oh yeah.
I have a friend of mine is a Chinese masseuse, this lady Yuli, and she shows me her TikToks.
But how come I don't see Chinese TikToks?
I don't think they let us see theirs.
Really?
So she has one that she's able to use, I think, because, I don't know, she is Chinese. Maybe her phone program is from China.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
then she'd be paying roaming.
Pull up the crocodile video if you could find it.
Yeah,
This is
sorry.
interesting, and not to take away from this is a serious issue, but this crocodile video,
No, it's not.
you're gonna appreciate because this girl.
They're both different crocodiles. One of them is one of the crocodiles is Big Brother, and the other crocodile is an actual crocodile.
Okay, look at the way this girl handled this situation here. I could see, my sister doing something like this because she works with animals. She's a racehorse owner. She owns thoroughbred
really?
racehorses. She lives out in Kentucky.
For equestrian.
No, racehorses, like thoroughbreds. So, and she does jiu-jitsu. So watch how this girl handles this because this animal goes to fucking terror on her. Look at that. Oh, this is not the video I saw on Instagram. It's got. It is the same video, but I don't know why they needed to break down the backstory on the crocodile's life. You know.
That's how they do it now, dude. Where it's
a whole Viceland documentary. On
Yeah,
it.
this thing was at Nobu before it showed up.
Yeah, that's the one we want. Warning. Reminds me of my 15-year-old French bulldog. The way. So look, she goes in there now with it. The thing's locked in. Look at the roll.
Wow.
She rolls with it to save her arm, and then she body triangles him. Look at that body triangle.
Wow.
She must be she must be at least a purple belt, right? Have you learned that move yet?
Yeah, I think I have. I'm only one stripe white belt.
This is what you got to do to get the black belt. You got to get in the croc tank.
Oh, I left last session. I couldn't even find parking. That's why. So that's where I'm at right now.
Oh yeah. Do you go through phases of stuff like?
Yeah, I go through phases where literally I'll get my ribs cracked and I can't go for 2.5 weeks. That's what my biggest problem is.
Oh, so it's a body giving out.
Yeah, it really is. And that's
Okay.
almost sad, but part of that's depressing too.
Yeah.
But take me through some of this, Jeff. This is interesting because this I feel like is a difference between you and me. Like, I would like to watch that Shohei Ohtani thing and talk about the race, and you're like, no. You want to you want to
This
see
girl's
some
grappling
racism?
an alligator. She's using BJJ,
You're
a
right.
Brazilian art form of martial arts.
And once we discuss it, I agree with you. Way better, dude. Yeah. I love the way that
I don't want to come on here and start,
No.
switching up topics and stuff. If you had plans to talk about that, we go back to the baseball stuff.
No, you know way more than I do about how to do this kind of thing, man. I think this is good, and I think that I love the way you took us through it, dude. I love the roll. I don't even know if I would have noticed the thing roll like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe,
Watch this. Oof. And she rolled. That's total BJJ right there.
Yeah. And then they wrapped it up the body triangle. And while her hand's locked in teeth, there's teeth going through her wrist right now.
She stays in. And look, there's
to keep your composure.
no
and
nonsense
be able
Keith
to,
Peterson jumping in there at the end, too. Look at that.
Yeah, this guy was scared to get in there. He's
At
like,
first,
fuck,
we
man,
got
I should have
trouble in
fucking
here.
called in sick today.
Dude, who is he? Yeah, he's the guy. That's a bro. What a freaking cop out yelling, "We got trouble in here" when you're the dude who's supposed to be helping.
Yeah. Thank God that girl is trained.
Yeah, that's crazy. She was.
She's
a freaking
mentally
pro.
tough too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister does BJJ. She's a purple belt, so that reminds me of her kind of.
Are you guys pretty close?
Yeah, I mean, I'll beat the shit out of her now, but that's
yeah.
like she's older than me, so she used to kick my ass when I was younger. But I wouldn't want to roll with her. I would just
No, you
get
guys
into a
close,
strike
not you
match
guys-
with her.
I
I would
didn't
probably
ask you-
just push kick her away. How McGregor starts his fights out? He throws the push kick.
Test him.
Just get away, Karen.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to go right now. We're 30s. We're in our 30s.
Dude, his first
My
kicks are
sister's name is
getaway
Karen.
Karen.
You believe that?
Are they?
And I'm Jeff. My mom predicted memes.
Yeah.
While the aliens were flying the fucking planes into the towers, my mom was out predicting memes. She
Right
knew.
into-
She's like, I'm gonna fuck my kids for life.
Right into Tower 7, baby. Tower 7 Productions, dude. That's our new
Yeah.
production company, Jeff and Karen.
Oh, is this McGregor's tweets?
But
lately?
dude, McGregor does do that thing. It's like, yeah, he's like, back up, Karen.
It's almost like you got a homeless guy coming
Yeah,
at you on the
yeah,
street.
yeah, totally.
I don't want to risk,
Yeah.
catching any like blood to blood contact. So let me just do the push kick.
And it's very much like, you don't want these hands, so I'm going to let you know that by I'm going to put this so you know what, and if you keep coming, then it's going to be these. I
And-
feel like.
Like this in MMA is a good technique to start out the fight, like push him away. But also, if you try that out on the street, you might hit nuts and you might hit fucking, and there's no timeouts on
Yeah.
the street, so that's an effective way
Oh,
to
yeah.
get to not engage in to throw a shot, but also like say like, look, you don't fucking want it. They might get hit in the nuts. You could take off, before the cops get there.
Like, look, I'm still going to dinner with my wife. I'm just
yeah, exactly.
We're going to be at, yeah.
You might have some dress shoes on or something.
Yeah.
Some
Connor's
Ferragamos.
So, I wonder if you saw him in person. You ever met Connor in person?
No.
Me neither. But I wonder if you saw him in person, if he looks, because some fighters, if they had on a hoodie,
Yeah.
you may have no idea if it weren't for the ears.
The ears.
You know?
Yeah. The ears.
Yeah. What happened with Connor? Connor and Cormier got into it.
Yeah, Connor's took umbrage with some criticism that Daniel Cormier made on one of his MMA shows, and he just started going off on Daniel Cormier.
Daniel Cormier is a fat mess, getting into worse condition by the day. God bless. I mean, he's retired, you know? Showing up drunk at media events the very day before he was in the booth calling my fight. Oh, he was upset at bias commentating. So
He was.
imagine if he had that fucking baseball commentator on his fights.
Oh, yeah, he probably would have loved
doing
him.
the Irish accent.
That's
I can't
true.
help but do the Irish accent, and I don't know if that's, offensive.
Now, that's a
to
great
them.
point. If that would have been an Irish guy, I bet
Yeah.
there's no problem.
Cause I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
he's
just
fucking-
fucking. To be honest, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, fuck you, mister.
It's a hard accent to do, but
Yeah.
it's just so fun. If I was commentating the fights, if I was Daniel Cormier, I'd be canceled big time because I would just do the whole fight in an Irish accent.
But I don't think you'd get in trouble for Irish accent. Would you? You think you'd get in trouble?
I mean, if Connor's just pissed about him gaining weight in his own life, in his own time, I think he's just gonna be pissed about everything that Cormier does.
And look, let's be honest, dude. Cormier is that thicky. You know what I'm saying? He's built like Winnie the Pooh. Went to frickin' CrossFit for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, he's got that. He has the body style you're talking, that Babe Ruth body style, where it's just you got all the body, you got every part, and you're
Yeah.
still great at whatever your sport is.
Yeah, and that's a perfect example because it's MMA where you have to make weight. But he's a heavyweight, so yeah, you could be 265, you could get up there. But now you got guys like Ngannou that are now using every like cubic square of fucking muscle on your body has
That's
to be like
scary.
lean muscle, Ngannou's a fucking specimen, man. That guy is terrifying. You see the picture of him next to the smallest heavyweight champ, like the heavyweight champ next to the lightweight, flyweight, strawweight. I don't know all the weights. There's too many. I'm like
Mine would be just wait, dude. I need a few minutes before I go in the ring. That's my weight.
look
bro.
at this,
Oh my God. That's that Brian Moreno?
Brandon, yeah.
Brandon Moreno,
Wow.
the lightest UFC champion and the heaviest.
Oh my God. And the crazy part is, Ngannou seems like the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, French
Yeah.
accent.
The French are coming up, bro. That's Cyril Gane.
Oh yeah,
Ngannou.
yeah. That's gonna be a good fight.
Who'd have thought? Let's go back. What did Cormier respond, Nick?
He said,
I bet you Ngannou will run right through that wall.
We can't
No
find it.
problem.
Oh, yeah. 2 reps.
He'll hit it and then go again. Yeah, he might just punch through it. I went to the UFC PI in Vegas, and they have that thing where you punch and it tells you like how much your velocity is or for whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And I hit that shit as hard as I could, and I couldn't even get a third of what Ngannou got.
Really?
Yeah, and I had
Oh.
a shot. I was there with a pro fighter, and he got less than I did. And Ngannou was punching, 3 times harder than that. What the fuck? It's fucking insane.
Were you with Sugar Sean?
No, I just fucking pulled in. I said I was with the Nelk boys.
Oh, yeah?
I wasn't with anybody. I was just fucking,
I respect that,
yeah.
dude.
I snuck in. I infiltrated the UFC PI. No, I had a friend there that was training, but it would have been cooler if I just left it the other story.
Yeah.
I lied. I'm a Nelk boy.
I like
You
that,
know?
dude. I think, I don't even know if I know the Nelk. I mean, I know who the Nelk boys are, but I don't know if I know any of them in person.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve I met.
I feel like you would get along with them.
I met some of them. And
They're
DJ?
hustling.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing.
Oh, yeah. They're kind of like in the same world. Do you ever feel like the same world that you guys are in?
Yeah,
now?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool that so many people kind of cross over each other and do stuff together.
Yeah. Good guys. They make some edgy jokes. They got me in trouble one time. They sent me a package of merch, and one of their shirts had Epstein on it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my friends, he looks like a young Epstein. He has
Ooh.
like a little rat-looking face, and I always call him Epstein. So I made a joke as I was promoting their merch because they sent me a nice big box, and then I was getting canceled just for promoting their merch. So I mean, it's just what you give a fuck to.
Is there
respond to.
value in getting canceled these days? Like my friend Morgan Wallen, he got canceled or whatever, and he's like the biggest musician in the
Was
whole
that
world.
the N-word situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's the biggest. I mean, he's basically like he's like the male Katy Perry now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
I mean,
you're saying that
he'll be on tour for 10 years if he wants to. I think anyway.
so that actually helped his career?
It definitely didn't hurt him. I think the way that the media beat him down about it,
Yeah.
it just helped him. It's almost like if you want to sell a good tour, get canceled first. Not that
Yeah.
Morgan couldn't have without it,
Did
but
he
I bet it
apologize
doubled.
or did he just double
Yeah,
down?
he kind of did. No, he did a little bit of like the song and dance, that they make you do
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, he grew up in the South.
Yeah.
Where, did he get a pass from somebody? Because I don't know if I know that doesn't count, but
no, but it kind of. I mean, look, he called it like he called his white friend, a pussy ass N-word.
yeah, yeah,
And he didn't say ER, he said A.
yeah,
Which you can buy in music. So to me, and a lot of my black friends didn't even think it was a big deal.
Yeah.
It's really just the media. But if you can get the media to bite into
yeah.
something controversial, I wonder, do you think it can help your vibe these days?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if that's part of your brand and you just double down on it and you don't apologize, you just say, this is who I am and I made a mistake. Times are changing, I don't know. This is fucking, I probably shouldn't comment on this stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
This is-
I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, is cancel culture now something people can use as leverage to be a better, to promote? It's almost like 6ix9ine did it. If you watch that documentary about 6ix9ine, his whole thing was like,
6ix9ine is a documentary?
bro, and it's
multiple.
Yeah, and it's fascinating, bro. His whole thing was, to me, I'm going to tell these rappers are not tough anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The guys who were shooting each other, they both shot each other. Biggie shot Tupac, Tupac shot Biggie.
Yeah.
Did they shoot at the same time? How'd that even happen?
I
And here's what
think it was like a month apart or something, right?
one of them must have shot straight up in the air, then do it with a freaking high power with an 80 gauge,
Came
dog.
down and got a
Because that's
month later.
crazy, bro. But here's the thing: he realized none of these dudes, all of them are just about like internet clout anymore. There's no real killers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call all of them pussies.
Yeah.
And that's what he started doing. And he's right. None of them are gonna kill.
100%.
They all just want to have their.
It's more dangerous to be a YouTuber because
Yeah.
now you'll be like called out to box and okay, now you got to actually fight, So you got to be more hardcore to be a fucking YouTuber now than a rapper. I was talking to
Bro, that's so true.
I was
That's
talking
so
I was
true,
talking
bro.
to Yo Gotti the other day, and he was like, "What's the deal with all these YouTubers boxing and money in that?" And I was like, "Well, back in the day when rappers had beef, they would just shoot each other. Now, like YouTubers in our world, they found a way to resolve that conflict and also monetize it. And like some people get into boxing and they love it. Like the Paul brothers, they actually live and breathe boxing now. Like
Yeah.
they move their trainers into their houses. Like they are putting millions into their training camps, and they're, they have resources that are better than most fighters have. So a lot of these fighters are getting paid $2,000 a fight.
I know.
If that, how do you pay for training? They're like grateful just to get in the gym.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just fascinating. Yeah, why aren't these rappers like, if they have any real beef? It's like the rappers have turned into,
The actors
yeah,
and the YouTubers are the fucking ones that are actually about it. to
let's
get
settle
in
the
there.
beef.
Yeah. Look at us. We're in combat sports training. What the fuck?
Yeah,
What are we preparing for?
I don't know. I would be willing to fight someone in a couple years.
Oh, yeah?
I think
Would
in
you do
2
it?
years.
Somebody like around...
I think if Brendan Schaub lost, Brendan Schaub and I do a show called King and the Sting, and he formerly did UFCing. But if he
He's
lost,
a heavyweight, though. You'd go after him?
I'd have to gain 40. He'd have to lose 40.
Oh, so he would be fucking a toothpick, and you would bulk up like Cormier, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably go after somebody with a little less experience because he actually has octagon experience.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe Bobby Lee. He wrestled in high school.
Bobby Lee's a perfect matchup. It'd be good shit talk back and forth on stage, press conference. You get up there, you fucking do the accent like that, you get canceled, your career blows up.
Yeah.
And then you fucking beat his ass. Yeah.
Dude, you
And
think I
you'll
could
rip
beat
his
him
head
up?
off.
I could
Actually-
beat him up, I think. I'd hate to.
Didn't he say he has some martial arts experience? Or is that just me
He
stereotyping?
does, but I bet it's deep into his bone marrow now. I mean, it is. He's more of
It's embedded in his brain. It's his instinct now.
That's
It's
true.
actually more dangerous that it's instinctual because he could just, rekindle that.
That's a good point. And his body parts aren't far apart. So I feel like he can like manage his body. Like some remote controls, like the original PlayStation controller, like there was just a couple buttons and it was close and easy. And then you got
Yeah.
that Xbox thing. You're like, what
Too
is
many
doing
things
it?
going on.
Yes. I think I have too many, whereas he's just like,
Yeah.
It's more
just straight punches down the middle. That's all you need, 1-2.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
A lot of people don't know Bobby wrestled at Poway.
Wrestled at Poway High School.
This guy has a question about an opponent for each one of you.
Is this dope as Yola?
It looks like it, but I don't think it is.
What's up, Brad King? Jeff, how we doing? It's your boy Meter from Jersey. Theo's a big DP fan. Dustin Poirier, not the other thing. And Jeff likes Connor. I mean, would you guys ever, get in the ring, fight for your
Fucking
man?
ratted me right out
1v1,
over
maybe
here.
a little
I mean,
boxing? I think Theo would sweep Jeff in like 30 seconds. Easy.
Don't drive us against each other, bro. We just
Praise
met.
the Lord,
We're
baby.
fucking finally warming up to each other, and you want to drive us against each other. And he fucking ratted me out on being a Connor fan.
Yeah.
I don't like Connor's actions recently. Calling Cormier a fat fuck is kind of a little funny.
Yeah.
But, he's got to work on his respect levels right now. But also he's going through some serious shit. He's got a life-changing injury right now. When I smashed my fucking head off the crane, I was saying all types of batshit crazy stuff. I still am today. I probably said things on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, at least you could use a crane injury. If anybody's like, why'd he say that? I'd be like, just show a picture of a freaking big John Deere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're done. You can say whatever you want now.
You
You're
canceled.
mentally handicapped.
Blame it on the crane.
Dude, blame it on the crane.
I made a song about it too.
You did?
Yeah, at the end of the documentary, you'll see it. So yeah, I skydive into a musical performance at the end. I
Oh,
couldn't figure out how to end it. I was like, this is some sad shit. It got real dark, and then I just wanted to end it on a happy note. So I covered Higher from Creed.
Ooh.
Yeah, I jumped out of a hot air balloon, and then I just started singing. And it was because I can't sing. I'm not a musician, but I could do like funny singing voices.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I reached out to him, and he like gave me the rights to do it or whatever.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome. Have you ever done the one that Josh Adam Myers does at the comedy at the
Jam?
He has comedians and entertainers come on stage and sing with a live band like you
Goddamn Comedy Jam.
Goddamn Comedy
Oh
Jam.
damn! I don't know if I could do that. I could do it for
You
like
would
if I
do
sold tickets
great.
to my own tour, I could do it for my own fans. But going out there for people that don't know me, and then I just start doing a shitty cover of Creed,
I did it. It was bad. Everybody did it.
like
People
open
do it.
mics. I
Bill
never
Burr
had
does
to go
it.
that route.
No, it's not an open mic. It's like a real show. So the crowd is there. Just they know it's comedians and entertainers, or comedians performing music that are not singers. So they know,
okay.
but
Then
it's
that's
a
gonna
real band and it's like a good. People are just having fun.
But people like the average person has way more musical talent than I do.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have any. I have like bad musical.
What
talent.
skills do you think you actually have? Like, what are some of your what are your skills?
Fighting, I could probably fucking take off the average YouTuber's head in a boxing match.
Have you thought about challenging anybody?
Yeah, I've been doing it on my own podcast. People are sick of it. I just call somebody out every week, and nobody's taking the bait right now.
What about Ethan Klein?
Oh yeah, he wouldn't take the bait. I mean, what's in it for him? Money.
Yeah.
How much money can you possibly give him? He's not going to do it. He wouldn't do it. I would love that matchup because he's fucking, said some things about me, but
he's a
whatever.
heavyweight.
He would probably like to do a debate, like a mental battle.
What about Trisha Patayo?
I mean, that's man on woman. That'd be a new thing. You'd have to get a new league.
I thought she was transgender.
Not sure.
You would have to get a whole new league of like, who's even down to put that on? That bare knuckle? They put on Triller would probably put it on.
Triller would do it. Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They'll put
Triller
on
does
whatever.
not give a bro. Triller is basically like anytime I've ever been in a huge nightclub in Jacksonville and had to go find the bathroom.
Yeah.
That is what I feel like I'm wandering through when I watch Triller. Somebody's singing over here in this corner. It's very
Yeah.
poorly lit.
I wouldn't
There's
be
a
surprised if
fist
they
fight
had
over
the fucking
here.
a rematch with the crocodile and that girl. They might try to set that up and just promote it, the rematch of the crocodile versus the MMA girl.
Dude, that's where we're headed. It's definitely getting interesting. It's like we're all heading into this space where it's like there's just things are just publicized fights now. The UFC is like the biggest sport in America.
Yeah,
I realize it's my favorite sport.
same. It's great, huh?
And football used to be my favorite sport.
Fuck that, men running around with helmets on and gear throwing a ball around.
Yeah.
Just put two men in, only one can win.
Yeah.
You have to make that man fucking either quit or go to sleep, go unconscious, What's better than that?
Do you think you could have done it looking back on your life if you'd have gotten into it early and really trained? Do you think you'd have had a chance in it? Do you have that thing?
I don't know. I mean, I got in plenty of fights growing up, but I've lost some, you know. That might have fucked up my momentum. You know, if I had a loss, like.
Who'd you lose to? Do you remember?
I mean, I've had group fights where I just got clipped from the side and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember I lost this one fight. I fought some guy on steroids. He was on performance-enhancing drugs. I wouldn't test him or anything after that. He'd walk around school saying, I'm off the weed, I'm on the juice.
Oh, yeah.
He's a real juice head. And, yeah, just fucking, I was out of my weight class. That's why they have weight classes, you know? I tried to go after a fucking big dog. I got fucking pummeled, you know?
That's
but
cool,
it's a
though.
humbling experience, you know? I wouldn't change a thing. Except maybe the fucking, you know, the crane. I lost the fight to the crane.
Yeah, dude.
But even that, I got TKO'd. I didn't even get knocked out.
That's awesome.
That was a TKO. That was a doctor stoppage, actually. Yeah. That one was a doctor stoppage with the crane. That fucking crane.
Dude, we should do a fight review sometime. I wonder if that would be cool or not.
You and me commentating? Yeah. I think we just came up with a goddamn, you know?
And get a fighter, too. We have to get somebody who fights, who knows what they're talking about.
Do we? I think we know enough.
I don't think we do.
We could just do fucking accents like that guy.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Coming to the plate.
we'll get views. Yeah, we'll lose all our sponsors. I'm sure Liquid Death will stick around.
Yeah.
But you know.
They're in it for the long haul, dude. Going to jail? Liquid Death.
That was your Conor McGregor, if anybody's wondering.
Yeah, that was my Conor, man. That was my
Conor,
yeah. Oh, I'm going to fight you, baby. They're all bad, man. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of practice. All I do on my podcast is talk about myself and do Conor McGregor impressions. People
Really?
are pissed, but I'm warming up to it. Yeah, I'm getting used to it. I got a soundboard and stuff, so I got the 20-year-olds that believe in aliens, flying planes, and they're just hitting buttons all day, and it throws off any form of conversation that gets started.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's like what I'm used to because I'm in the younger generation where everything's just quicker, and we cut ours, there's edits. It's not
fast.
like Rogan where it's just they sit down and have a conversation and they could just talk for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's
hard to be on Joe Rogan.
Do you have a catheter tube hooked up to your penis when you do those? Because I got to piss right now, and I feel like we've been going only for like a half hour.
Yeah, 2 hours I had to pee so bad. I remember all my thoughts started to have like it was on an ocean.
Do you get nervous to tell him, like, can I take a piss break?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because I got a little of that right now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt the show, but I got to piss bad.
Now go pee and we'll come answer this question from this young lady.
Okay, yeah, we'll come right back for this. Damn, I was holding that in.
You were?
I'm happy you weren't pissed off that I have to go piss. You know
Not
what
a
I'm saying?
chance, man. No, I'm glad you're getting it out of you. Attention listeners across the galaxy, from Minneapolis to Mozambique, from Atlanta to Florida. Do you have a problem with body hair? Has your body hair gone to the next level? Is your pubis hair growing into your mustache or your belly? Does your armpit hair run all the way down to your balls? Well, get ready for an out-of-this-world experience when you try the new Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped. It's popular in the USA, Canada, and across all the other countries. Inside this package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 4000K LED spotlight you can turn on and off when needed for a more precise shave throughout your travels across the universe. That's right, get 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/Theo. That's 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/Theo. Help preserve our podcast and take care of your pubis hair. That's right, Manscaped. You know, it's tough to come by different hair. You might have hair, you might not. You see somebody with a mustache, you want to cut it off them and put it on your damn scalp. You want to take care of yourself. You want to take care of your hair. More than 50 million men in the U.S. suffer from male pattern baldness. Yep. There are only 2 FDA-approved medications that can prevent hair loss. Keeps offers them both. Yep, Keeps has more 5-star reviews than any of its competitors. Low-cost treatments start at just $10 per month, and Keeps offers generic versions as well. Prevention is key. Treatments can take 4 to 6 months to see results, but you will. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/Theo to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's keeps.com/THEO to get your first month free. Keeps.com/Theo. Thank you for supporting the podcast.
Oh, I'm refreshed. Nice.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Theo. My question for you, Jeff, is did you really lose your virginity at age 12? And if you could go back and change things, do you think you would still lose your virginity at age 12? Love you, Theo. Love you so much, Jeff. Gang, gang.
Okay.
Snip, snip.
So somebody's been neutered, I guess.
If I could go back and change anything, I would go back to when I recorded that video and said that it was 12, because I think it was like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
I think I exaggerated a little bit when I said that, but she did some deep dive and research for that, and so I love you back, and I appreciate you for watching all my stuff way back then when I said that in a video, because I was new to YouTube. I was just blurting shit out.
Yeah.
I was in fucking 12 or whatever. I didn't know it was going to stick and resonate with people. It might change how this girl lives her life.
Well, what if she lost her virginity at a young age because you did?
Because I did. So
what if some 12-year-old watches that and you're like, you know what? I'm going to go outside right now and bang somebody.
I know. So yeah, if I could change
That's
anything, I would go
crazy.
back to when I said that, because that was a lie and I'm spreading misinformation. I must have been 14, 15, which is still early, but
Yeah. But in New Jersey, is that early? I feel, or New York is, I feel like that's freaking, after that movie Kids, I feel like it's like anybody. So you got a hump by the time you hit about 8th grade.
yeah, no, I had already been in and out of gangs, multiple gangs, different fucking, yeah. So I grew up different, but I don't suggest it. I don't recommend you do the same thing I did, but I don't regret it.
She
Whatever
could
it
use
is,
a little
what it is.
gang life. I think that lady looks like she could use, definitely.
Join a gang?
Something light, nothing heavy. Maybe a book club that also buys knives or something.
Mm-hmm. She might already be part of one.
Yeah,
If she's
sure.
watching both of us.
I think, yeah, she's not doing, she's definitely doing great.
It's funny to see the crossover, people that watch the both of us. Because I saw you posted a picture on Instagram saying that I was coming on.
Mm-hmm.
And like the picture you picked of me that was the old version of me. I had no mullet, I wasn't my true form at that point. And there were people on there like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, fuck this guy.
Who is this N-word? Somebody wrote me, who's this N-word?
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah?
Pretty cool, I thought.
God damn. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess you get
Dude.
nicer messages, but yeah, I saw like people comment and stuff like that. They were pissed off. So it's interesting to see like these videos. It's nice that we do have crossover fan bases.
Yeah, her.
That's
It
it.
could be her.
That's the only one.
Yeah. And anybody who likes getting their hair cut uniquely.
Yeah.
Which I think is so many people now have mullets, man.
I know. It's kind of a little frustrating because we had our thing, you know, me, you, and Kenny Powers. And now it's...
Well, and Kenny he launched it years ago, but it didn't really pick up. It was almost just like a look at the past, kind of, because I think, was a character from the past,
Yeah, it's kind of like he plays an exaggerated version of himself. I just, before I finish, I don't want to leave out Riff Raff, because I know that's a buddy of yours.
Yeah.
I've spoken to him, too, about doing stuff together, like shooting a podcast or something together, and I know he's an avid mullet representation.
He's a piece of hit. Riff Raff should be in a museum.
Yeah.
Some people are like a segment of time trapped in a person. And Riff Raff is like 19, for me, and this is judgment, he's like 89 to like 94.
Oh, damn. That's
In
when
a
I was
person.
born in 89.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he's... I feel like both of you guys have that in you. You're both unique in your own ways.
Oh, yeah.
But
He's
similar.
extremely unique, man. Because I remember went to his place, man. I went to his place in Florida. And he took me like immediately like dirt bike riding in his neighborhood and quadding in his neighborhood. And it's not like a neighborhood you go quadding in. So the neighbors are all like, well,
Yeah.
They're all like taking their trash out.
But that's
like,
the only time that dirt biking or quadding is fun, when it's on the
Exactly.
streets illegally.
yeah.
you
And if
know?
somebody's flipping you off while you do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and what are you going to go to a dirt track and do it the right way? You got to load it on the truck and get it off and all that shit.
Yeah, and your
you gotta
mom's
probably
there
fucking
clapping
sign a
when you get her
contract,
back. Yeah.
Sign off this shit. Fuck it, just ride it down the street. Join a gang. Yeah, like New York and the dirt bikers in New York, like Meek Mill and like over there on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah.
They would just ride the dirt bikes in the street. It's way more fun. The cops come to chase you, just skid, go the other way.
That's legendary.
I went to jail for that too.
You did?
It's yeah, one time.
But I feel like a lot of things it seemed like you would get stopped for was there did you rebel against police and that also helped you get to jail? I wonder, was there an extra element?
Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
I see like, okay, there's this one introductory element where about 80% of people maybe make it out of.
Yeah.
But Wittek is like, nah, fuck you.
I got
pigs.
myself in a deeper hole. I keep digging it deeper and deeper. I'm like that kid in the Breakfast Club where he's like, you got detention, and I'm like, fuck you, and he's like, say something again, and he's like, he just keeps saying it. That's me. I keep getting time added on.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you basically stop by a police officer to ask for directions, and next thing you know, you're in freaking solitary confinement for a year.
What the fuck did I do? Yeah.
That's a good question that lady had, man. I remember being young and having sex, man. And that was the best time to be sober. And sober sex is for children. I've always said that.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I was 17, man. But once you hit like 12, you're just trying to find somebody who will let you put your penis in them, I feel like.
You just want to get it done so you can tell your friends that you did it.
Yeah, and to tell yourself you can do it.
Yeah.
Because you're this weird thing that wants to have sex and that hasn't done. It's like the Legend of Zelda, kind of.
Now, see, I don't even know what Zelda is, but I can kind of understand.
Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy or some game. You know,
Yeah.
It's like I got to get to the end. I got to defeat the boss, you know.
Yeah.
The
Damn.
Volva or whatever.
I just pissed off half your audience there, not knowing what Zelda is.
No, they don't have them known.
I just wasn't into games. The only video games I played was Grand Theft Auto. Just go beat somebody up if you don't feel like playing the game. Just go
Dude,
do a
that wasn't
robbery.
Grand Theft Auto, dude. That was your 20s, okay, dude?
That wasn't even the game. It was just blended. Those were the Miami drinking days. Vice City, too. It is very blended, that time, reality, and me playing that game in my childhood. I might be mixing some shit up. That's probably why I said I was 12 when I fucking lost my virginity.
Of course you did, bro.
I was thinking about the game.
Oh, you're throwing somebody out of a cab, bro. That's why.
Yeah, I was with a prostitute in Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
Yeah, you do have kind of like a Grand Theft Auto kind of history, I feel like.
I live my life like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Still to this day. Even my place that I live in, my apartment, it's designed like the mission like room. Everything I do, I go out, I do a heist, I bring it back there. We sort out all the goods. You know, it's just, that's my mission room.
You have one of those big bank vault wheels on the front of your refrigerator.
Yeah, on the fridge.
It's like,
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
about to
much.
sneak up on this snack.
Pretty much.
Yeah, do you remember losing your virginity, man? Was it a scary time? Was it a good time?
Yeah, for me it was a scary time. I was in the backyard of my friend Tom's house. We used to hang out over at Tom's house in his basement. That's where all the whatever we could get into, any trouble. You know, Tom's parents didn't really give a shit. He had like we all live in duplexes, and my house was not a duplex, but pretty much 90% of houses in Staten Island are duplex, maybe even a triplex or something.
Yeah.
It's families all living in the same.
You could smell the neighbors cooking when it comes to the vent. Yeah, we used to have that. We lived in a fourplex.
Oh yeah, fourplex.
And our neighbors made liver all the time, and we would all when the liver smoke would come through the vents, bro, we would lose it as kids. We would go hide, like it was literally like this weird game of hide and go seek that happened. I forgot about that. The second the liver smoke, it would literally the smoke of it would come through the vents.
I just got so lost in that I forgot what we were even talking about. I went back to thinking about Riff Raff's hairline.
Oh yeah,
I just would love to fix it and just line it up.
Yeah,
he pushes it back too much.
He's got his boy Maserati Matt, I think, who cuts him up, man.
Oh yeah, I don't want to
tight.
disrespect Maserati Matt. I take it back. His hairline's perfect. I don't want to get barber beef, you know.
No,
That's bad.
Matt's,
I mean,
Matt's a
disrespect other
G,
people's
man.
work.
And was it a scary time? What happened? You knew the girl? Or
Oh
was
yeah, so Tom's parents would be up on the 3rd floor, and we would have the basement down. So now we're down like 4 levels. We're underground. We could do whatever we want down there.
Beautiful.
Finally, we get some girls over to Tom's basement, and then that's finally when I was able to close the deal.
Now, were both girls that night? Was it a plan? Like we're all gonna
I had
have
to go out in
sex?
the backyard because the basement down there was always people hanging out. It wasn't that. It was like this room pretty much, you know. So we couldn't get anything done in there. Went out in the backyard on a beach towel.
Oh yeah,
is where I lost my virginity. That was the
beautiful.
first time. Yeah, I hope my fucking mother doesn't watch this one.
She
Now
knows.
that's
She knows in her
things-
heart.
That's 2 things that I said.
She
that-
knows the way that you came home after that and complained about the sandwich that she made for you. She knows.
I came
times
back with
had
an
changed.
attitude.
Yeah.
Hey mom, make me a sandwich. I got a fucking beach towel on my back. Yeah, damn. My poor
He's
mother.
like, have you been to Jones Beach? Is that out by you guys, Jones Beach? Or no?
Yeah. I went to Jones Beach as a kid.
Oh, that's cool.
I caught a fish there. I caught a striped bass off the beach.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need. As you know, we were talking about the reset button earlier. Maybe it's just a good fishing trip with your old man. You know, just go out on a boat or a lake. You know, whatever, on the ocean or lake, whatever, just fishing. Yeah,
I
maybe.
feel like I'm always searching for a reset. Do you feel like that?
Yeah. Yeah, because things are going good for me right now. I am actually resetting. I'm starting back up the barbershop show, and that was kind of stressful to kind of reset that because it's something I'm so used to. I did it for so long, and I'm proud of those episodes that we did, and now we got to kind of start that back up again and do that character. It's kind of a batshit crazy barber.
Was it a real, was that really the way it ended with the guy?
That was kind of like a
Heightened
metaphor.
version? That was a metaphor.
Yeah, it was like me letting go of the old me that would burn down his restaurant if he fucked me over and said, you know, you gotta get your shit out of my house, which was my house.
Yeah.
He moved into my house and said, get your shit out. And then went and had this successful business. I would have fucking burned it down, but because of my love and respect for his family and me putting that old version of myself behind, that was me transitioning in that moment. Yeah, it's very weird that all this happens on a haircut show. When all you have to do is cut the person's hair and interview them. But
haircut's such a changing of the guard when you go get a haircut. It's such a
No pun intended.
Yeah. It's such a how am I going to leave here? Who am I? What am I trying to be when I, go back into my life? Am I just going to have the same vibe? Am I going to, going to get a haircut, making some hair choices? There's a real thing to it, I want the hair exactly the same because everything's going great. I don't want anything to be adjusted. Let's get it the same,
Trying to hold on to.
Yeah. Or I want it to look a certain way. You see guys sometimes have the haircut that you could tell that they've had since they was freaking 4 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that guy he's sticking with what works. That guy's missionary hair.
Yeah. Yeah. But guys got it easy because you can always grow your hair back in a couple weeks, When women make a change, it's a big deal. That's why they want the guy to comment on it. Oh, you didn't notice anything? There's nothing different about me,
Yeah.
It's a big deal for them,
Yeah, that is true, man. And I think especially as women get older and stuff, want the hair, the hair always can look nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so they get their hair done.
But yeah, for a guy, when you change up your hairstyle, it doesn't happen often in life unless you're, who's a good example? Like Shane O'Malley is always changing his hairstyle up or whatever. But
Sugar Sean.
There's not much guys that really do that. Like
Abe Lincoln did he had a mullet at one point, didn't he?
No. Abe Lincoln had a mullet?
I think he did. There's a drawing of him. I've been to his home that he grew up in. There's a drawing of him actually with longer hair.
Huh.
There you go.
Oh, that's got to be doctored. I feel like one of your fans made that edit.
Oh, I don't know, man. That shit looks pretty fire.
This is the fucking Theo.
Bro, you
Vaughn
telling me if that dude
fucking Reddit page,
bro, that dude rolls up to president, bro, I'm voting.
That
dog.
one too, the America one.
I'm voting.
Damn.
I'm voting legally, bro. If that dude rolls up. Okay, that's doctored. No, that's fake. Yeah. That's fake.
This guy had a question about his hairstyling days.
Yeah, this guy looks like the type of guy that would get nervous going into a barber, going into the super cuts. Probably doesn't have a regular barber that he visits. Goes to new people every time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you trust people that go to a new person every time? What kind of person is that?
Person that just doesn't give a fuck, just lives day to day.
That is, but bro, that is like us. That's like the Pablo Escobar of haircuts. Like you are fucking to go to a different person every time.
Yeah. So that's what this kid does. Do we know that about him yet?
We should assume it.
We don't.
I'm okay to assume that.
I'm that person though.
Really?
You go to a different barber every time?
Just whatever's closest or open or whatever. Yeah.
So you're not from here?
No. I went to Great Clips and Sports Clips when I was in Minneapolis, and it would always be a new lady whose fingers smelled like cigarettes, and yeah.
Man, I had this Italian guy that the barbershop that I went to growing up. I can't believe I can't remember the fucking name right now, but this place was handed down from generations of just Italian sons that would take over the barbershop.
So cool.
And yeah, I feel like shit. I can't remember this name, but who knows? That might have been in Grand Theft Auto 2 that I'm just dreaming this up in. I don't know. I don't know.
Man, it's crazy. Your life is just kind of a merger between Grand Theft Auto and real life Jeff Wittek.
Yeah. We got to the bottom of it. This is my therapy session for the week, you know? Save me fucking $80 or whatever.
You're like
You're
John
doing better
Wick,
help.
dude.
John Wick.
You're better
makes
than
it-
John. This
Grand
episode's
Theft-
better than the movie John Wick. That's what's crazy. How crazy
Didn't he
is
ride
that?
a horse and fucking rob like a?
Sure he did, dude.
He did a robbery while riding a horse.
This
through
guy's in a barn.
Times Square.
This guy's. Yeah,
I didn't even watch the movie. I just watched that one scene.
if you even just look at the box, the picture, you get the whole film. I feel like.
Theo Vaughn and Jeff Wittek, two delectable specimens. This one's for Jeff. What's the best hairdressing story you have? Gang, gang.
Oh, Amber Rose walked into the barber shop and she was like, "I want you to shave my head and my sister's head." And this is when she was dating Kanye West. And I was like, "You look like Kanye West's girlfriend." And she was like, "Sweetie, I am Kanye West's girlfriend." I was like, all fucking nervous.
Damn.
And she was beautiful in person. Like fucking, I was very shy at the time, and I did it. I shaved their heads, and I ended up dating her sister for a while after
way.
that. I shaved her head, and yeah, she was beautiful too. It wasn't her sister. She was just
Is cutting
friends.
a woman hair a
maybe
good
do
way?
Maybe do Amber Rose, Jeff Wittek. Maybe we could find something. This might reveal something from my past that you had no idea about. Maybe
Looks
I
like-
won't even.
She almost looks like Kathy Griffin's kind of son.
No,
right
that's
there.
not. That's not it.
Ooh.
I guess there's no. Oh, there's me and Paulie D. Oh yeah, those are good stories
Oh,
too.
yeah, Paulie D's.
This situation would come to the barbershop a
He
lot.
would.
Yeah, because he was, a barbershop is a one-stop shop. You go for a haircut and you go.
You get everything.
You go, yeah. So he
You
would
get
come
your
in.
gram, you get your deal, you get your dauber.
So yeah, he would pop in a lot.
Mike
And those-
Sorrentino. And he's on the juice. I don't know if I'm saying he's on the juice, but I would bet. But are a lot of these guys in New Jersey on the juice, or they're just look like this?
I think it's. I don't know. His cheeks look all inflated. I think that's a side effect of testosterone.
Yeah, I used to do testosterone, man. And I loved it, and I would get jacked.
That's probably why that picture I thought was you.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
The fucking-
Dude, what about this? So, he celebrates 5 years of sobriety, man. That's amazing.
That was just in.
I'm sure he's doing ketamine therapy and stuff like that, though. He didn't read the fine print down there. He might be
Yeah.
on mushrooms, weed, and ketamine therapy.
Yeah, that's true.
So
there's a lot of people trying to find different ways to get around it, man.
yeah, there's a lot of successful people in Hollywood that say they're sober, but I hear rumors that behind the scenes they're not.
Yeah.
I don't know Jared Leto personally. I don't want to say that it's him, but how's that guy sober?
Yeah.
You know, he's a rock star, fucking doing performances in front of millions.
Is he in Kings of Leon?
No, I think he's got his own thing.
30 Seconds to Mars.
30
Oh,
Seconds to
wow,
Mars.
That's a good
Same
band.
thing.
Yeah, same band.
But yeah, he's sober, and he did Requiem for a Dream. He was in Fight Club. He was the guy that got beat up with the blonde hair. You know?
Yeah, you'd think you'd have to gram out after that at some point or bowl up. But
Yeah.
who knows?
Like, how do you come up with jokes?
I just like to talk. I start talking on stage, or I'll think of something from growing up, and I'll start there usually. I
Yeah.
think of like a memory from growing up. That usually makes me feel pretty good, and then I'll try and come from there. I don't like telling jokes when I don't feel like happy, though.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a bad mood, man, which I've been in for a while, I don't like telling jokes that much.
Yeah, the whole year of recovery while my eye was growing back, it was fucking hard to think of jokes.
Were you agitated a lot?
Yeah, and I just thought I would never have confidence again. 'Cause I not the confidence part. I knew that, eventually I would stop giving a fuck. Over time, I would just get used to it. But I just was worried at people looking at me, and the first thing they feel is bad for you.
Oh, yeah.
How does that translate as, and how can I make people happy and make them laugh? That's going to be tough to overcome that. But
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, and then do you become like a charity case or anything?
yeah,
you know?
you become a charity case. Like it's like whenever you walk past somebody and you see like they're in a wheelchair or they have like a fake like prosthetic leg or something like that. Like it's always the first thing you're drawn to naturally. Just as humans, that's what we do.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a shock, and then it's like, oh no, I'm a comedian, and then it's just so hard to get past that fucking prosthetic leg or something like that.
Yeah.
I have to compare.
People are like, oh, come over here and see this one-legged guy who's a great comedian. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People are just like, they're where their brain goes.
You're gonna be staring at that leg the whole time.
Yeah.
But I watched Michael Bisping documentary on how he lost his eye or was like battling his eye stuff, and he was getting surgeries on it, and one of the surgeries got infected, and that's when he eventually, like, I think he lost his eye. I'm not sure exactly 100%. I'm supposed to talk to him soon.
It doesn't work well, but he still has it in his head.
Oh yeah, I saw.
They took it out.
I saw a thumb.
He can take it out completely.
If you take it out, it doesn't
that's
reattach.
cool.
It's not like an iPhone charger.
Yeah.
No, unless this is. Oh no, he lost his eye, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he won the belt with one eye.
Yeah, he beat Luke Rockhold. That's not saying much, you know.
He won the belt. I didn't. Here's
Theo
the
could
crazy
beat up
part.
Luke I'm just kidding. The Luke Rockhold. If you watch this, I don't know. I know you got a lot of UFC
Luke
fans.
Rockhold's so good looking, dude. We can make fun of him.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
That's the only thing. I love you, Luke, but he's gonna be fine. Okay, I'm saying? Luke Rockhold, dude. If he doesn't have a fight with UFC, he's definitely going a few rounds with somebody's wife somewhere. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Luke Rockhold is doing fine, bro.
Yeah, so he beat Luke Rockhold for the title. He
With
won the
one
belt.
eye. Then he should be the super champion.
Pound for pound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because pound for pound, how much does an eye weigh? If you take that out of the head, bro, that's a magical ounce.
Because think, if Khabib or John Jones had to wear eye patches for all those fights, they're not having perfect, squeaky clean records. You know, I don't give a fuck.
Dude, Bisping might have just, because here's the crazy part. I've talked to him 20 times in person and never even realized. I knew he'd had a bad eye, but I didn't. I just thought it was just detached. I didn't know that it was unworking.
Yeah.
That it was a fake eye.
You'd never know. Can you tell with mine? I'm just kidding.
Oh my God,
did I get
bro.
you for a
Yeah, you
second?
did for a
That's
second.
fucked up, especially on this topic. Now I wouldn't be surprised. Let me make an apology video. I was doing a prank on Theo there that was not meant to be disrespectful.
Fuck, man. That's racist,
I'm
dude.
playing with fire.
Oh, look at your eye. You take out.
I might run into eye troubles in the future. I'm fucking really playing with fire. Making eye jokes like that.
You wonder what will come. Sometimes I wonder of all the things being recorded, since we record so much stuff, how easily it would be for anything to come back and haunt you, you know?
Somebody just makes a deep fake on you.
Notice your life in the future. Like, say anything happens, you're like, well, you said this. And it's just like, this is just karma. You know what I'm saying?
The losing your virginity thing. I don't even remember that. I don't know why. It's not even true. Yeah, you're right. We're fucked. We're fucked. We did it to ourselves. This is what we signed up for.
I know we did.
You know, it is what
But
it is.
what did we sign up for? That we wanted people to know who we were? What did we sign up for? That's what I wonder.
I think to be
sometimes.
remembered, so when we have our great-great-grandchildren, they could look at our old podcasts and see when we talked about fucking, I don't know, ketamine therapy.
But you know what it'll be, though? It'll be a 3-minute best. All the episodes will be surmounted in a 3-minute best of clip. I mean, even if I go watch Muhammad Ali, sometime I'll watch a whole fight once in a while.
Yeah.
But mostly I just go see Muhammad Ali's greatest moments.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
And then
6 minutes of great moments.
But you're a busy guy. I'm sure a lot of people, like, you know, people are submitting questions. Maybe they got time to watch a
full segment.
Yeah, they do a deep dive into Muhammad Ali, you know. I don't know where we make the content, so we don't get to consume as much because we're too busy making it. But I think you got to make time to consume too. Just not all the awareness stuff, you know? Like, you got to find your places to find your content.
Yeah.
And what is it, Netflix? No, I don't want to fucking watch Netflix.
Not super often, a lot of it. I don't know. Hulu's hard to manage. I will say this. Netflix is the most manageable with the remote.
Yeah.
Hulu is hard. Hulu's like having a diorama, dude, and asking it to change
I don't even
channels.
mess with it anymore. It's got too confusing for me. I won't even touch it.
It switches to two different interfaces. It's very, very strange.
And Spotify is tough too, because I used to
it's the
watch
worst.
Joe Rogan's
I know.
podcast on the TV and fall asleep to it. No disrespect, it's just, you know,
Yeah.
that's when I have time to watch stuff.
Oh, dude,
consume.
yeah.
It's at night, and you can't do that anymore with Spotify. So I haven't watched a Joe Rogan podcast in fucking probably a good year. You know?
Yeah, when he gets on there with that spacey brother, dude, that's when I would really zone out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tyron Woodley or whatever that guy's name is.
Tyron Woodley. No, he's not talking about fucking space.
Montgomery? What's that guy's name?
I don't even
He's
think
got that
Tyron
afro
Woodley believes
kinda?
in space. You know, I saw a billboard for the Tyron Woodley fight, and it was only Jake on it. It was
hilarious.
It was on Sunset. This guy is a UFC champion, and you have
And
only.
that's messed up, dude. Unless Jake made that part of his contract.
It said Showtime in the corner. like, how disrespectful can you be? You know?
Oh my God! Come watch his fight.
Only
This
one
guy.
guy. He's gonna be fighting someone else.
He's just fighting his own. How much money he's fighting his banking?
Yeah.
How much money he's gonna make? He's fighting. He's fighting with his accountant after.
Man, that's like my fucking crane video. I put the uncensored one on Patreon. Like this is like just me doing something. Like you get to. It's like a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
But
totally.
it's just me versus a crane.
And
you
how
know?
much did people pay overall? You think?
Well, I broke the record on Patreon.
No way.
Subscriptions, yeah. For like just a lot of them came just to see the video and then left. But now I do like extra podcasts there and stuff. But
For that 1 month,
we
how
had
much?
47,000 people signed up.
And how much is the Patreon?
It was like $5, $10 a month.
Wow.
$20 if you want to see some nudes, slip some nudes in there.
Really? Have you?
But
or
I never
others?
did. I never worked up the confidence to do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I just put that option out and then I backpedaled quick. I was like, nah, I can't do this.
Yeah, I don't know if I like how my body looks. Sometimes if I'm with a woman, I'll walk out of the room backwards so they don't see my butt.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Backwards you go? Wow. That's a different technique. Like a crab? Like or
No, not on all fours.
sideways?
Not like that. No. Standing up backwards. Yeah,
Okay.
If I did it like that, they would almost think that's cute, I think. But the other way is a little bit weird. I walk out literally like a freaking quiet Korean girl, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, just like a moonwalking Korean, just...
I forgot what we were even fucking talking about.
We had one more thing we're going to talk about. What was it, Nick?
Did you want to talk about the Taliban
The
still being
news.
allowed on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, the Taliban. Yeah. Yeah, I thought we got into the Taliban already. No, we didn't. We kind of talked about the plane.
Not
and that-
specifically that they aren't kicked off Twitter. Other social medias.
Taliban uses sophisticated social media practices that rarely violate the rules. Wow. So the Taliban, is this right, Nick? They're allowed to stay on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not all for censorship.
Yeah, I
but,
support free speech.
The Taliban did try to kill my mom, or it could have been the aliens. So I'm not a big fan of the Taliban.
Good call.
So I mean, fucking ban them. Block them off Twitter. I think they deserve to be banned.
I agree. On Tuesday, I did not find a single fact check on any of their tweets nor any warnings for false or misleading content. And the part that's wicked about this is that this is just Twitter just saying we will make money off of anything. We will literally let people put. Or does that mean they can put like beheading videos and stuff up there? That doesn't mean that, does it?
No, I think it said that would violate their terms of service.
Is Trump still blocked off Twitter?
Yeah, that's how this article couches it, that Taliban is allowed on where, ex-President Trump is still banned.
That's crazy. To me, that's crazy. I mean, it's just crazy that you could have just because, or what does the Taliban exactly stand for?
How does the Taliban make money? Just robberies?
I think views on those beheading videos.
They're
I hate
getting
to say
AdSense?
that.
I can't even get AdSense
That's
on
what
my
I'm saying,
fucking
dude.
barber
Yeah.
videos? God damn.
I think they sell opium too.
Bro, you got to quit taking off the hair and just take off the whole head. You're aiming a little high, Jeff.
Season 3. Yeah, it's all beheadings. Just only on Twitter. We're going to have to switch platforms. Yeah, YouTube's tough.
Yeah.
They were cracking down on me for a bit.
Were they? What were they upset about? Do you know?
It's just a lot of blood and gore. With the documentary, the whole thing got age restricted. A lot of my barber videos got age restricted just because edgy jokes and stuff, Once you start getting a lot of attention on it and they start like human reviewing your stuff, then it's like pretty much anything you do, they could fucking hit you for,
Damn.
And for a while, I was on their good side. Every video would go on trending. And then
Wow.
after that, I think it did like one beheading or something and just slipped in there. And that was it on their bad side. And they age restricted like my last 20 videos. So it is what it is. I go back to selling weed. you know?
Yeah. I'd buy. I wouldn't buy some anyway because I'm just trying to get to this 4-step. But I would probably, as soon as I get through all 12 steps, I might buy some.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe it'll help you when you're not feeling so good. Write some jokes if you're not feeling happy.
Sometimes anything to
We'll
get out of my
disconnect.
head. My
We'll
head just is
disconnect
like,
at night.
Yeah.
Turn off your brain.
Yes.
Turn off Hulu. Turn off fucking YouTube. I got like I got really into UFC like you did over the past year. And
Isn't it funny?
even on YouTube, like all I'm recommended is, oh, Conor McGregor said this, and they put a thumbnail of him like, and it's just his tweet, you know. But I just get like roped into all those, and I'm just watching UFC drama now.
Yeah.
I
There's
guess
some
it's-
good dramatists out there, though.
I guess it's like WWE for adults. Like if you follow the drama that they talk shit on each other outside of the octagon,
It's so good.
and then you watch the actual fight.
That's why I hope Darren Till is okay, man. I know he just posted the other day, but he's been kind of on and off over the past year, and he's one of the best. I feel like at talking shit.
At talking shit, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so funny, dude.
He just went across like 4 weight classes though. Now he's in middleweight.
Who knows? He's like the whack-a-mole of weights. He's like wait-a-mole.
Yeah.
He'll like just literally pop up like straw weight, middleweight, female flyweight. you
That's
know, like,
something that's not easy to do.
No, it's not, dude.
I learned the hard way. I told you I got my ass kicked by that juiced up guy on steroids. You don't go after those guys that are just 40 pounds heavier of muscle than you.
If you went after him now, would you do something different after watching some
Do
jiu-jitsu?
steroids too.
There you
Even
go.
the playing field.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll get on the juice too. I'll pack on 20 pounds.
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
both go at it, same weight class. I would like to, you know?
Dude, if White Claw came out with steroids,
Yeah.
can
That's
you
a
even
good
imagine?
brand. It's a good brand. Or Nelk.
even
If Nelk,
imagine? Be like-
Nelk started selling steroids.
Bro.
Nelk boys, we just did a new drop. You got to get it right now, today only. Everybody buys it. Whoops, too late. We sold out.
Yeah, too late,
Get
bro.
it next time.
This
Maybe
needle's
next month.
empty. Yeah. Bro, full send steroids, bro. Can you even imagine? Dude, every fucktard kid with a fucking shitty bicycle would be yoked out of his
Damn,
brain.
they would have to sell those out of India or something. Or
You'd have to go. Dude, if somebody, here's what we need. Somebody to start marketing steroids to Indians. Dude, I'd love to see a bunch of jacked
Oh, you're
Indians.
right. There is no Indian UFC fighters, really. Does Dana even go out there? Maybe Dana needs to take a trip out there, go look around. Maybe you'll find some talent. There's a billion people there.
I think they need it. Start some pizza shops over there first. They need a little bit of New York, New Jersey over there. They need some sustenance.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Indian food.
I wouldn't be either. It's hard to fight on Indian food, I think. If you've had a bunch of Indian food, I'm not going into a ring after that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm a picky eater. I don't really like any other food but fucking steaks. I just eat steaks 3 times a day.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I'm just trying to bulk up.
Damn, you're like Jordan Peterson, dude.
I'm going after that guy. They kicked my ass when I was 15.
Fuck yeah.
I'm trying to get on his weight class.
I would fight him.
I'll track him down. I'll try to track him down.
Dude, yeah, I would fight him for you.
Yeah, I don't want to put his name out here now because we have such diehard fans. They might go attack him. And this
Yeah.
is between us, you know? This is between me and him. I don't want to send my fan base after him like a fucking little YouTubing weasel.
Nah, this ain't no to-go order, baby. We serving this beef. We're keeping this beef in the restaurant.
We'll talk about it after.
All right, we'll talk
look up
about
his
it
Facebook or something. I'm sure he's on there still.
I like it. Yeah, Jeff Wittek, man, you'll have to cut my hair sometime, please.
Absolutely.
Would you?
Yeah, I would love to.
That's cool, man. Thank you, bro.
Got the new mobile barbershop coming along.
Oh, gang.
Pull it up right here.
You would do a van or something?
Yeah, it's an Airstream.
Good.
It's an old trailer, and I pull it with my old Silverado.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a janky setup, but it's, it gets the job done.
You heard that song Silverado for Sale?
No.
It's pretty good.
I'll look it up.
It's really good. I didn't want to admit how much I like it, but it is good.
Silverado for sale?
Yep. Oh,
there
you
it
go.
is. Yeah.
Well, look, yeah, man, save up. Yeah.
This is a real janky setup. I'm releasing my own hair products soon. Oh, look, there's my doctor. Who's the first comment, Dr. Amon. He's the one who did my brain scan. He gave me a bunch of vitamins for my brain. Told me to do hyperbaric chamber a lot.
Oh, damn, they got you in the chamber, huh?
Yeah, he did the visit. He's kind of like a psychiatrist too, so he talked to me about a lot of stuff with my brain, like what might be causing some depression stuff. And he did it for a social media collaboration, but then I got hit with a bunch of messages saying, "Oh, that guy's a scammer. He's showing you a
happens a lot.
different brain scan, somebody else's."
Really?
And I'm like, I guess there's no way for me to tell. I don't have my own brain scanner to be like,
That's true, huh?
Yeah.
It's crazy. The people that control the freaking equipment, that's who controls it all. What if they're just sending out bad brain scans? Someone told me the other day they think the people testing for COVID are putting COVID into people.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And that blew my mind.
That's a whole nother
That's a whole nother
conversation.
episode, yeah.
How'd
Yeah.
you get to handle Jeff? We've had Jeff and Jimmy on our show now.
Oh, that was easy. I just I looked up who had it. I tracked him down, and I fucking made him an offer he can't refuse. You know.
Mm-hmm.
How much did you offer him? 15?
No, I killed him.
Oh.
I killed him. That's what it means. You never saw The Godfather?
Sorry. Dude, I'm telling you,
You never saw The Godfather?
You know, I did see The Godfather. Yeah.
That's what making an offer you can't refuse.
Oh
means.
yeah, make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you actually guessed it the first time. I gave him $2,000.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
You know? Did you know that Marlon Brando actually was gay?
Was he really?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. Turns out that he moved out to an island and had I could be spreading misinformation now.
No.
Is this true?
Yeah, it's true. Some people even say Richard Pryor and Marlon Brando hooked up.
Oh yeah.
That's the rumor.
There's I think there's a level of when I get the first thing I think about it.
And for that to come out about basically the biggest mob boss in movie history, you know, like in history, you know, whatever, fiction, nonfiction, it's all blended together now.
It's all blended. I mean, we're all 11% gay at least.
Yeah. I think everybody's a little gay now.
Do you think that we are headed towards a place where everybody, like I often think with like race, right? Where some of us are different races or cultures, but eventually in 10 decades or 10 times of having children, we're going to be, everything's going to kind of, everything's going to be beige.
Together like The Rock. Like
everything's going to be beige,
Hawaiian. Yeah.
Everything's going to be Hawaiian. That's actually what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of Hawaiian or on a plane to Hawaii kind of ethnicity. But do you think that same, like sexually, do you think we're headed there, or do you think it'll always be kind of predominantly heterosexual with some like people that are, you know, pan or a or homosexual?
I think it's just everybody's going to blend together.
You think eventually it'll just be beige?
Yeah. I already feel like that's happened throughout my life, and I'm only fucking, you know, I've been around 31 years, and I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's definitely happening fast. I just wonder if I wonder what nature's plan is. Because I could see how we shape things, how the media wants to like make everything very homogenous or whatever it is. But I wonder what nature's plan is sometimes.
I don't know. I don't think it's up to nature. I think it's up to Elon Musk. Whatever he wants to do, you know? The guy's pulling down planets that are full of gold. He's going to be the richest man in the world. You know, that's his whole SpaceX thing. He's trying to get to Mars to colonize. He wants to go get some diamonds out of some...
Oh, if he pulls the first diamond out of Mars or something, then that's...
A giant diamond.
That's checkmate.
Yeah. The richest man in the world by, like, not even close.
When you show up with a new metal...
Yeah.
You win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe that's all we're searching. Maybe you're searching for new metal, man.
We got to get up in space.
Yeah.
We're not going to find it here. There's too many people already digging around.
We're down here cutting each other's hair, dude. We fucking need to be up in space.
We need to get up to space. Yeah.
We'll do it, man.
My team of 20-year-olds are working on getting us up there.
We'll do it. Grand Theft Astro. Jeff Wittek, thanks for coming in and spending time with me, man. It's a pleasure. And I appreciate your earnestness, man. And it's nice to meet you. I'm a fan.
Oh, vice versa. This was great. I look forward to cutting your hair one day.
Yeah, soon, brother.
Yeah. Practice on yourself in the meantime.
Maybe I'll do a little on the sides. I don't want to do too much, you know?
No haircuts until I pull up the van.
I'll hold out. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My man.
I'll try my best. Thanks, brother.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take a little time for me to set that parking brake and let myself unwind.